Hey, sorry about that. Can you tell if I still sound like a robot or not? Yes, happy I'm back. Are you guys hearing me okay now? I hope it's other people. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not sure why I start sounding like a robot or not. Oh, good, good, good. Um, yeah, I don't know why I was getting all sounding like a robot or not. Just didn't move from the spot or nothing. Kind of weird. But yeah, again, what I was saying, the parallels between this young teenage boy and Chris was like what pushed him to go to this breaking point to if it did happen or not, you know, Chris to annihilate his whole family and the need or the pressure of this poor young teenager to try to kill his whole family. Um, Back in March when I went home, the father was there that got shot in the leg, and so it really just see how he was interacting, social, and everything. It just gave me the heebie-jeebies. The guy just gave me creeps. I kind of felt like this guy did something to this poor son of his, which pushed this young gentleman to uh, commit these crimes against his family, which is horrible. Yes, I'm a Clover. I'm back. But again, for me, it's more the psychology of what happened and why people commit these murders. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure he must have fantasized it for a good bit, no doubt about it. But let me see if I. Hey, sorry about that. I was trying to. I was gonna try to send the link to you of the crime that happened, so you guys could take a look at it or not. I'm actually surprised what this young teenager did. That didn't go further than the state. To me, it's very horrific crime. But that's the link to the teenager that shot and killed this family. If you guys are interested or not. And here's the link if you would like to jump on and have a conversation or not. Yeah, yeah, he was pretty young, 16 years. Well, yeah, I think he's 17 now. But there really isn't a whole lot of information that I could find on the news or like YouTube or anything, like as far as evidence or really anything going on with it. I'm definitely curious if they'll try him as an adult or in juvenile. But again, I think, yeah, oh, yeah, I'm a Clover. It is sad. It's horrible. And again, like where I was with my best friend in this restaurant and seeing the dad across just laughing, having a good time. 2 months after this, it just something fell off to me or not right. Like this father did something, or both parents did something to this child to make him, go to this extreme to try to annihilate his whole family. And that's kind of, thinking one too, like what Chris was saying in his interview, driving, like, what was he doing? Did he have a chance still to save his babies or not? But again, I know some people think he probably killed the kids before Shanann got home or not. But I just, like, how could anyone do that to, two little innocent angels? Colin Haney. Let me see if I can type it or not. Yeah, that's the boy's name in the city that happened in. So maybe if you want to Google search it, that should help you find it or not. There's some short video clips too on YouTube. If you guys are interested or not, you can go to and check it out. That's definitely one thing I'm pretty upset about with Chris is he should never put his hands on Shanann or even those girls. That's horrible, and domestic violence is pretty bad. That definitely no man should put their hands on a woman. Hey, three of a kind, welcome back. That to me that's just immoral and wrong. And vice versa, a woman should never hit a man because domestic violence can go terrible in either way. Hey, Laney. But yeah, Chrissy never should have put his hands on Shanann or them girls, regardless of how bad the situation got. And it seemed like Shanann, being Italian and all, was quite a bit of a firecracker. I mean, I could see her, chasing him with a frying pan or shoes or throwing stuff at him trying to get away. Oh, okay, Mary. So she did hit him once. The only thing I really know is like when Chris moved into her house, North Carolina, and he left or something, or locked the door, and she wouldn't let him back in. That's about the only thing I know of. But no, I'm definitely glad there's laws in place to, keep women safe, especially from being raped or, you know, violence against them. But yeah, for me, being a male, it's kind of a double-edged sword, with your word versus my word and all. And even with divorce and that family courts, as a male, I think sometimes they get the short end of the stick. But that's the way it is. But yeah, I do believe, men should never put their hands on a woman. And Chris definitely, again, should have never done that. That was definitely wrong of him to do. Oh, she physically removed him, then locked him out? Yeah, I knew it was something like that or not. Wasn't quite sure. Is, is Bumblebee in here? Oh, yep. Oh, hey, Bumblebee. I didn't see you were there. My bad. But, um, so what's your guys' thoughts on Shanann? You think she had a bad temper? Yeah, I agree, Lane. He should have kept walking or not. And that's kind of makes me wonder too. With Chris's parents, like they knew of certain events like that. That was never mentioned on how why they, really didn't care for her or didn't trust her. But even with Nutgay, I believe that was out of control, and what she was saying with the nuts and razors or whatever being all over the place. Shanann to me is what I call a attention whore. So, she was always needing some type of attention, whether if it was from CW or, going online. She needed to be admired. That's definitely one thing about Shanann is like one video that really disturbed me is where they're playing checkers, like full size checkers somewhere, and she was streaming the whole time, not really paying attention to Chris, and her wording was kind of verbally abusive towards him too. Like she was pretty serious about the game or not. Yeah, NK was definitely headstrong too. I guess that's just the type of women that Chris likes or attracts. Yeah, Nutgate should never happen regardless. I mean, if it was an accident, it was an accident. But to accuse someone of murder for that, that's a little ridiculous. I understand, not feeling good, being pregnant, you know, to little active girls and all, wear you down, but there was no need to, do that to the poor Watts. I mean, especially where, they help and, love you guys and all. Oh, okay, Mary. Good. Welcome back. Well, if not, good night. Sorry about that. I'm had started a new stream, and as you guys know, with the robot going on or not, but it just yeah, the Nutgate should never happen, and how Shanann responded was wrong. Um, that's again with people. Our feelings get the best of us, and we don't start thinking clearly, and you know we say things we don't mean to or do things that we don't mean to, and it just sometimes the outcome is bad and we can't change it. Wish we could, but not. But from what I understand, he's hearing different podcasts and people that know like they were really close there for a while, like after the wedding, and they were bonding pretty good when she was in North Carolina visiting. 3 Week Kind, do you think personality wise they were kind of the same as in the A type personality? Um, I really don't know much about NK. Um, I know Chris definitely liked her, and she probably treated Chris right. What he probably hasn't used or felt in a long time. But that's definitely interesting too with NK wanting to be on spotlight, getting off social media, changing her name versus the Scott Peterson case and Amber Fry coming out helping the police, you know, convict Scott Peterson and all. Yeah, definitely tipsy. They were definitely both wanting attention. I think, Chris loved, whatever woman he was with to a certain degree, loved them both truly. Mary, I can't dance, so you probably wouldn't get too much dancing on me, especially if you need to stay in step. I would probably drive you crazy or her crazy. Yeah, maybe NK, was able to control her temper or hold back a lot more than what others. Brenda, what's up? How are you doing? So try to send the link if any of y'all like to come up. Love to hear what you guys think. Yeah, again, if you guys want to come up, love to hear from you and see what your guys' thoughts and theory are on this. I wish I had the options to share my screen with you guys and all, but I don't know if I have to upgrade or not. Hey, Brenda, we're talking about Chris Watts and the true crime. Sean, please, is his name, knows where she's at, Tipsy Toes. I personally believe NK's probably still in Colorado somewhere, keeping a little profile. I believe I thought there was a Reddit stream or a Reddit thread that someone that knew NK and was verified too that was answering questions about her and defending her or not. Oh, so who's Sean? How does he know NK? I guess I don't know who this guy is. Oh, Sean's her ex. Didn't she say he was abusive too? By chance? Hey, Private Pirate, and thank you. Welcome to the stream. Really appreciate it. Maybe Sean is married. Oh, that was definitely crazy too with whoever started a fake YouTube channel saying they were NK's cousin and she was pregnant. Like, think people are just running out of content, just coming up with crazy stuff. I don't know, it could be true, but it just seemed like it was fake. And someone just wanted to be famous for a minute. Oh, they split. She deleted her social media and everything. Or is it leave Cooter alone? No, I'm just kidding. I actually like being an attention whore sometimes. Kind of nice. But yeah, so do you think Sean was pretty mean to NK, or do you think maybe they got back together? Oh, through kind of they sounded the same. So you think it was really NK? Hey Brenda, how are you?
Hey, Cooter.
What?
Happy Saturday.
Yeah, happy Saturday. So, what's your thoughts about August 13th and the crime and people that were there, or did Chris do it alone?
What crime? No, I'm just kidding. Can you
Uh,
imagine? I had like no idea. I'm just uh it's weird and it scares me. You know, I was watching this new documentary on remember Elisa Lam, the Cecil
yeah,
Hotel.
yeah, definitely.
And so they really sensationalized it and they talked about all these different angles, you know?
Uh-huh.
And the Elisa Lam case back in 2010, I believe it was. That's when they released that video of her in the elevator. And when I say they, I mean the LAPD.
Uh-huh.
They were looking for information. They did tamper with the video. They slowed some parts down so that, you know, for reasons being that they wanted to see if anybody recognized her and, you know, but that's when the sleuth community came to be. Historically speaking, the Lisa Lam case is what started what we're doing today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it scares me. It scares me in the sense like, okay, we have advanced so much. I do believe there's something weird going on with the Chris Watts case and August 13th. We're not being told everything.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely some stuff's being held back. Um, so with the Cecil Hotel, do you think someone did foul play, or do you think she was just having a mental breakdown and drowned?
I do have bipolar. And what I really liked about this documentary is that it really pinpointed and it just exacerbated her bipolar disorder. You know, she was only 21 years old when she passed away. She was a
Yeah.
first generation Asian. She has never been to America, let alone LA. And what's scary about it is like she was in the Cecil Hotel, whatever you want to pronounce it, and that is surrounded 56 blocks of of like poverty.
Yeah.
It's Skid Row. It is bad. So the fact that she was there alone, yeah, definitely. Before I, you know, did my research and I see the video, I'm like, she's talking to someone. You know, it's slowed down, so they made it look creepier. Hopefully,
Uh-huh.
unintentionally. You know, they made it look really scary. Immediately, that's what
Yeah.
I thought. That you know, they were all covering it up. Something happened, and it just shows this part about this guy from Mexico, this like rock, you know, this goth, really hardcore. His name was Morbid, you know, that was his stage name, and it's scary, and it really scared me, and it was weird how NK and believe me, NK is no saint either. You know, she's got
No,
some
she's not.
shady. Can I curse in here?
Yeah.
Some shady shit going on with her. But the way that this golf guy, everybody was like, "You killed Elisa, go kill yourself," this and that. Mind you, you know, if they just did their homework, they would have seen, like, he was in the Cecil Hotel. Like, there was a video of him, like, hey, I'm at the Cecil Hotel. Like, that was a year ago. He was signing a contract with some record company the year 2010 that Elisa was killed. So it just, like, the reason why I'm bringing up this case is because it just showed how we as a sleuth community developed, and I'm hoping we've learned so much. They were just blaming this random guy, like, and if you just did a quick Google search on where he was the day of the murder, it clearly wasn't him. And yet everybody was, you know, to this day, he says that he can't go out. Like, it's just, people are still hating on him. And it's just, it's scary. It's scary how, you know, I hope we do our homework right. And I hope we're not just, you know, I was making fun of the people. I felt like such a hypocrite. I was making fun of the people, like, don't you have a life? Like, the people that were following the case and that were, like, really into it. I was like, get a life, dude. Like, come on. But here I am talking about the Chris Watts case. That this guy is probably A, never going to confess to it. And B, you know, if there is, it's a close, I don't know, I hope not, but, like, it seems like it's going to be a close case.
Yeah.
What's going to
Do you
happen?
think, I don't know, do you think he'll file the 35C sometimes this year?
I don't know, dude. I don't know, Coots. It's, again, you know, there's a lot of false information going on about this. And Revelation of the Reckoning really hindered that. You know, I don't know if she was trying to help. I listened to her. You know, she does have some valid points. But I do work in the legal field. You don't show your cards. You do not. No. That is a no-no. And she's just like, here they are. This is what we're going to do. Like, if he does file 35C, he's screwed. Sorry, go ahead, bud.
No, okay. And, you know, she's not really coming up with new stuff or new ideas. It's usually the whole same about the autopsy and the positioning or not. From what I listened and heard from her, it just, yeah, you got to have more than that. That's, you know, definitely needs to see some new audience or due process or whatever to get a new trial. But yeah, it's interesting with her and her opinion, what she thinks on it. I don't know if she is still trying to help him, or, you know, there's been people saying that she doesn't even talk to him or the family. That's what
I'm wondering. I'm hoping somebody comes up in the family and says, hey, we're not talking to her. Yes, we are talking to her.
Yeah, because that Blair or Heather or something, she just came up with her own YouTube channel, I think like a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, she showed some of the letters and kind of read or go through them or not. So, I agree with you though. I think he definitely needs a trial.
Oh, maybe, for sure.
Yeah, if he was able to have.
It's not like, we're pro Chris, or we're pro nobody. Like, we just want the truth, and that's the only way the truth is going to come out.
Yeah, I don't think he's definitely going to tell the truth or anything anytime soon with him.
Have you seen that video of, obviously you have, but, like, have you seen it recently of their little, SW, I mean, can we say names here? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, all right, Shannon, she's cooking with, and I saw it with, I've seen it before. I was just like, okay, whatever, like, annoying, but okay. But then thought-provoking videos, he broke it down really, really good. That I was just like, watch, like, because all I saw at first was just like these kids, they're just crying, like, and she's, you know, super high strung and just annoyed, very easily irritated. But he really broke it down, and he was like, look, these kids are just desperate for attention. And he didn't mention this, but I noticed how Chris, like, you know, I see a dog getting yanked by a chain, you know, like if an owner's yanking a dog by the chain, I get mad. And the fact that Chris was just in the sidelines, like, clearly, like, Bella just wanted a spoon. She wanted to feel included. They couldn't touch anything. And he was like, oh, you know, Bella asked, can I have a spoon? And he's like, you have to ask your mom. Like, come on, dude. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
That really
I
bothered me.
know. Yeah, another one with she just got like a new Thrive. It was like a cinnamon
Oh
like
my God,
birthday
yes.
cake. There's
It was the
you
cinnamon.
know.
What? Tell me. What did you see? Which part? What are you gonna bring up?
Oh, just how poor Bella just wanted to eat or whatever, and for whatever
Yeah,
reason, she's.
yeah, no, it's she loves cinnamon, right? That's what was said, she loves cinnamon. She was really looking forward to it. And then mom was like, "Can I have a bite?" She literally she distinctly says, "I want a bite." And then Shanae goes, "Oh, you want a laptop?" And then she has like that wide eye kind of crazy stare. You know what we do when we want things? We put it on our vision board. And like it's
Well,
just so weird. Like the part that like pisses me off is like the come on, like kids, they're kids. Like obviously like kids don't like it when you bite into something. Like she wanted it and then she bit into it first. Like Chris, and this is him acting like this with his kids. Imagine in a murder trial. You know what I mean? Like people that he really has to like. Everybody respects people. Everybody looks up to it. Like this is just Shanann. Like
yeah.
and like I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Well, in the Christmas video too, that's pretty horrendous.
I
Like,
don't know. I was like screaming at my computer, like just take off your beard. Like she's crying, da 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 da. Like just like the importance of them not knowing that Santa wasn't real, or at least like, hey, like this is dad dressed up as Santa, like, I don't know. Do you
yeah,
have kids?
I don't.
I don't either. So like, I was just like, maybe at first I was like, maybe this is just what parents do. Like, I don't know.
No, I think with Shanann, she just had that type A personality, and it was her way or the highway. And those poor girls, it still fathoms with the oil tanks and what happened to them. They're the true victims. The
So
how
let's just sorry. Go ahead. Let me have you finish your thought, and then I'm gonna say something.
Okay, I was just putting them in the oil tanks. Like, who would do that?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Like, let's just say NK was there, NA did it. Shit, Shanann did it. Is he that spineless to be like, well, I guess I gotta cover it up? Like, was he so pee whooped that he had to just, clean up the mess even after the chains have dissolved? Like, okay, she's dead. Like, he won't get in trouble. He won't be reprimanded by her anymore. Like,
Probably a little bit being p-whooped and maybe being shocked and what just happened. Then not really having an idea
what
what
about?
to do or thinking clearly. I,
So what do you think? What's your
Nicole
theory?
definitely not worth that. My theory is he just snapped. I don't think Nicole was involved. Maybe she was. I'm still open to that, but just how Shanann treated him over the years, and things just building up inside, and he just got mad and killed her. So, just my experience being married, what I went through, it was kind of, I had a lot of resentment towards my ex-wife on how she was treating me. On the other hand, Shanann should have been better as a wife trying to meet his needs so he didn't wander off and, have this affair. That's her fault. I know you
Yeah, there's
see a.
there's not
Sorry, go
just one
ahead.
person to blame here. Yeah, it's just like it's not like okay, it's his fault or it's her fault. It's like it was the perfect storm, Coots. It was,
Oh, yeah,
and that's why we
definitely.
still talk about it. That's why we still talk about it.
Yeah, and like how many, cases we really don't hear about that familiar side or not. where the father kills the family.
Aren't the statistics like the mother is the most likely, or like women commit the most familicide? I don't know if that's true or
I
not.
thought
I gotta check
I
that out.
don't think it is. I think it's men. I believe like white Caucasian males in their 30s.
That
Or,
sounds, yeah, that actually sounds right. Yeah, that
but
sounds
it, yeah, it's I don't know like how people.
sounds about right. So, are you?
Hello. Uh-oh. Hello. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Brenda? Brenda, hello? Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened. Let me post the link again so she can come back in. Yeah, well, what y'all think of? Do you think Shanann was meeting Chris's needs or just treating them really bad? Again, if y'all like to come on the stream again, there it is. Love to hear what you guys think. What's going on? Um, Definitely one thing that seems to interest me too is like crimes that happen to kids. It seems like there's been a lot of that lately. Um, are any of y'all following the Orrin Orson West case? Hey, Brenda, there you are. Let me send the link so you come back up. I don't know what happened. So yeah, Brenda, if you'd like to come back up and finish your thought there. All right, you there, Brenda?
Yeah, that was funny. I
Yeah,
asked, I asked if you're a white Caucasian male, and then it got all quiet, and I was like, oh no, he's mad. But no, it was just my internet. Oh, that was funny.
yeah, technology. Gosh, do you remember like early, I want to say like 2001 when wireless technology came out and how horrible it is? And
Yeah, and expensive too. Remember, like when you accidentally, like when the cell phones, the flip phones, the Razor, and all of that, they would have the
yeah,
internet. It's like you better not accidentally touch that, and if you did, you would have a heart attack. Like, I can't afford this luxury. My parents are
yeah.
gonna kill me. Oh, that's
Oh
funny.
yeah, definitely. I remember as a kid, I wanted a cell phone so bad. Just,
Mhm.
not everyone had one, but
No.
just to be on the safe side. And they ran a credit check. This was with Sprint, and so somehow I was able to tell my aunt to add her to the account,
Uh huh.
so my mom wouldn't know. Well, of course, obviously, my mom found out about it, but
That's so
uh,
funny.
yeah, things we do as kids, especially teenagers.
Hey, your aunt sounds pretty cool to do that.
Yeah, she was. I was definitely lucky.
No,
Most family people wouldn't do that, or relatives I know. I mean,
no, not at all.
especially with, you don't pay the destroying your credit, I guess, is what I'm trying to get out.
Yeah, for your nephew. That's so cute. Hopefully, I could destroy my credit for my nephew one day.
I'm sure you'll have that chance.
So how old were you when you got a cell phone?
16 or maybe
Oh
15.
wow,
I think 15
dude!
actually.
I saw your video, the one that your first video ever posted in MM's channel. You're like, "Hey, I'm Cooter. I'm gonna talk about true crime." You're
Yeah.
cute, man. You look like you're like in your 20s.
Thank you. If I shave my beard off, I'd probably look like a teenager.
Oh, gee boobies.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I definitely got that baby face.
For real. I don't
Yeah.
think you're gonna get trolled, and I don't think you're gonna. I mean, this is a good thing, I hope that you don't blow up. And can I ask you what part of Florida you're from? Because I'm from Florida too.
Yeah. Broward County.
Oh my God, no way. That's my old stomping grounds. I ran a Kava Kratom bar there. I opened one up with my ex of 3 years.
Oh, I once in a while will go to, I think it's called Shipwreckers.
That's the one that I owned. And that was my bird, Sunshine.
Oh, really? Wow, small world.
Dude, all right, how many people are here? Can I give you my life story? All of
Yeah.
it? No, not all of it. So I was born in 1992. It was a full moon. No, no, no. Okay, so I, yeah, I met this guy, and I was living up. I'm from Miami originally, and I met this guy, and oh,
Oh, looks like we lost her again or not. So I am 37, by the way. So what you guys are talking about here in the chat? Let me.
you booted me again. No, I'm
No
just kidding.
comment.
Who booted me? Did you really? I'll
No.
leave it. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't want to like intrude. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm on my phone and I'm trying to organize my. It's Saturday. This is the time we can do it. So I guess I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I left my own stream here like 2 or 3 times at the beginning, trying to figure it out or not. Hey, Honey Badger, how are you doing?
Honey Badger, you better get your butt up here right now. I was about to tell my whole life story, and then Cooter booted me. No, you didn't.
You're full of it, Buchia. So what's funny about this was Lana was in here earlier towards the beginning of my stream, and now Honey Badger's here. So small world.
Small world again.
Yeah, 2 famous people. Well, in the YouTube and true crime community or not, but go ahead and finish your story, Brenda.
Do you really care? It was just stupid. It's not a
No,
big
go
deal.
ahead. Yeah, no.
Did you? So what? How was your experience at Shipwreckers? What did you see? Who did you talk to? Tell me
Um,
everything. Give me the
I
stitch, like
I'm
Kim
a
Possible. Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
was a I was an introvert, so I was kind of doing homework during this time.
Mhm.
The staff was really nice though. People were very friendly, and the the kratom I think they can make a little bit stronger, and the kava it seemed like it was pretty weak too. But I don't know if you have to keep the water down or not, or if it just sat too long. But the experience and the atmosphere was awesome. Like where you could go in there and play board games, and people could socialize and stuff.
Dude, that used to be a new age store. We tore everything down. And what was cool about it is you see those it was like those warehouse stores, the ones that build, that you could like as if you could see me. I'm literally like kneeling, squatting down, and you can lift them up. and they go,
Uh-huh.
"Ra-ga-da-da-da-da-da-da." Those were hidden. You couldn't find those. So we just built everything from the grounds up. We tore everything down. I'll send you a picture of me sanding the floor. Like it was all carpet, and then we used a like a teal shellac wood stain on the floor, and just made it really nice. And that whole wooden wall, it was just Home Depot, like 2x4s, just hundreds of them, 199 each, and we just stained them with some mahogany. And
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, you guys did a really good job with the remodeling and all and the decoration of it. It's really
did
nice.
did you meet my bird?
Yeah, it's like
My
a blue parrot.
Yeah, so we were dating, and like I always wanted a bird. Like I just really wanted a bird. And we drove all the way down to the Yeehaw Junction, which is, I don't even know where that is. Like in the middle of nowhere, Florida. It was like a 3-hour drive.
Uh-huh.
And still friends with the guy who sold it to me. I found it on Craigslist. And I really
Mm.
wanted a boy, blue and gold. And with birds, there's no organs, orifices, or whatever. They don't have any
Yeah.
peepees. Any, as Honey Badger would say, no, as I would say, wieners. They wouldn't have anything sticking out. So I thought she was a boy, and I loved her. Oh man, loved that thing. And then we did a DNA test when she was of age. Turns out she was a girl.
Wow.
So yeah, her name was Sunny, and we started calling her Sunshine. And all
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
Yeah, and all she says is, "What happened? What happened? What happened?" It's so cute.
Yeah, it seems like it's the guy, yes, he had like a little ponytail, like
That's
5'9".
that's my ex.
That's your ex?
Yeah, okay, don't judge me. I know he ain't a looker or nothing, but
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. I
he was a
believe I
hard worker.
remember.
He was
Yeah.
I think that's very attractive. And when I met him, he was extremely depressed, living in a room renting out from his super rich friend Darren that owns Twisted Roots in
Mm.
Hollywood. And I just saw potential in him. And since that relationship, Coots, I never got in one. You know why? Because I built that motherfucker up. He had nothing. And then we met at Awana Kava.
Uh-huh.
You know that one.
Yeah.
We met at
By
Awana
downtown?
Kava. It's downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And the owner wanted us to open a vape kava bar in Pompano Beach, Atlantic and Federal, the Vag Plaza.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we opened up Awana Vapor, and we were running it, we were killing it, and then I just told this guy, my ex, you got to get equity. You have to get equity or we're leaving. And I guess you could call him a Chris Swans because he did it. He was like, okay. He didn't get equity. We left. We opened up our own bar. And it's weird. I got really depressed. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do in life.
Or do you maybe thought you were bored after what you have accomplished and was trying to want something else?
I think it's because I thought that I could make a man extremely successful, and that would make me happy. I'm a Hispanic woman, first generation, living
Okay.
in this country. So I have that embedded in me, Cooter, that I need a man to make me happy. I need to be the doting wife. And I worked my tail off.
Okay.
And you know where that's from, right? And I got really depressed, Cooter. I was like, I'm not happy. And then, the groupies started coming, and you see the staff, it's all a bunch of hot young girls, and I love that. I'm the one that pushed that. I'm like, look at all these nerds that come in, like you, Cooter. We got to get some hot girls in here.
Well, I'm
And
sure there's. I haven't been there in a very long time.
who was working behind the bar when you were there? Do you remember? How did they look like? I'm sure you don't remember the names.
Uh, I think it was a Hispanic girl. Really petite, maybe like 5'2", 5'3",
Ariel.
and
She's not. Yeah, she's dark, but she's actually like Indian or something.
oh really?
Yeah, she's
Uh,
really cool. Very smart girl.
there was like I think she was a dirty blonde, had curly hair, and her hair went down to like her shoulders.
Okay. Another hot girl. I don't know.
Uh, that's the only two. Like I only been there, I think, like twice.
Oh. But the hottest girl was the one with the blue and yellow hair, aka feathers, right? He was so cute.
Yeah, yeah. Was that you?
No, it was my bird. my
Oh,
with the blue and yellow hair, aka
yeah.
feathers. I'm
Sorry, it
trying to
took
be.
me a minute.
No, sorry. No,
Well,
I'm
no, with
lame.
women and how they color their hair and such so many times. So, oops.
Yeah, good point. Good point. So, what do you do for a living, Cooter, aside from
Um,
seducing women on YouTube?
well, besides seducing women on YouTube, I work for a family that sells salon products. So, like hair clippers, shampoos, conditioners, hair
Are you listening,
colors.
ladies? That's a good hookup right there. All right.
Yeah,
All right. So, what do you do now?
I still work there and going to school part time to become an airline pilot.
That's money right there. Good job,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Good
To me,
job.
it's just something more fun to do, and of course, true crime, keeps you stimulated and busy.
Yeah, I think it's a nice pastime. We could just be sitting down and not doing anything, just kind of shutting off our brains and watching Netflix or whatever, scrolling through
Yeah,
Facebook. Or we could literally meet people that we've never met. And I don't know, it's interesting. I like it. But I'm scared, Coots. The
why?
Lisa Lamb thing kind of scared me. Like, I was
Oh
just like,
yeah,
oh, fuck,
like with the elevator and the different hand motions and stuff.
No, no, no. I mean, it was scary that, but like in the sense that like all these people were like, on the verge of making some random guy from Mexico commit suicide because they thought he was the killer,
Oh
and
yeah, the
the whole conspiracy. When in reality, it was just a girl who went off her meds, and
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
No, yeah. I haven't finished watching the whole series yet, but I was to the point, I guess, when they were having the civil trial, and
hmm And then the cute little, he was from Guatemala. You could tell by his accent. um, he broke the case like for the sleuth community because everybody was like, how the hell was the lid closed? There had to be somebody there. And that's what it made everybody realize, oh, nobody was involved. Like, he found it open. He was the one that closed it.
yeah, definitely. But there's always going to be some type of theories or something else that will pop up from it. I mean, it's definitely an interesting case, and just the history of that hotel and stuff. Like, what all stuff happened in the suicides and overdoses.
You saw how it looks like in the 80s, right? Honey Badger, get your butt up here right now, please. Yeah, no, it was scary.
I just sent the link so she could.
She better. But and what scared me and was like super irresponsible. And I love that girl, the manager that thought of the idea of making it stay on, what was the stay on Main, that they opened up a hotel within the hotel, but then you still had the tenants living on the other floors. That's super dangerous.
Yeah,
That is super, like, come on.
Well, it kind of sucks about that too is how the city put regulations on the hotel so they couldn't actually be a hotel and stuff where, Skid Row and allowing people to live there and stuff. I don't think that was quite fair for the hotel to, be a competitive business.
But Cooter, they should have done their homework before they bought it for $6 million or however million. I get it
No,
that like they're losing their business, whatever. But come on, dude, like it's just a huge liability to allow all these tourists in, like they literally made it for tourists on a budget and young kids, make it like a hostel. They put bunk
yeah,
beds and all that
th-
stuff.
yeah, it's definitely one thing I won't do is like a hostel or not. Just like something that the Cecil Hotel could really, happen and all. So I've always been kind of wary about hostels.
Can you
But
imagine? Like you've never been to America and then you find this great hotel, super cheap. All right. You go in, nice staff, it's cool. And then you decide to walk around the block, and it's not just a block, it's 56 blocks.
uh, dude, yeah, that's
And even if you whatever for whatever reason, I'm going to just stay in the hotel, which is super weird, you have a bunch of random roommates, or you decide to get your own room. You go into the elevator and you have somebody tweaking out next to you. You
yeah,
know?
no. I was a flight attendant for 5 years in a couple of places, cities I
Wow.
hate to visit was Memphis and Chicago just for that reason, like Skid Row or not.
Hmm. Like a Skid Row, Chicago style. I mean,
Uh,
the most violence is in Chicago. It's one of the most dangerous cities. Sorry, Chicagoans, but
yeah. For me, it was really Memphis. Like, there's, I was the hotel where I was staying at was a couple of blocks from a street called Bell Street
hmm
in Memphis.
hmm
And so it's kind of like a little mini, like Mardi Gras, New Orleans type place, just a whole bunch of bars and blues music and stuff, which is really fun. But just,
I love that they have houses there for sale, and then the signs say "not haunted." It's like, why would you even mention that?
yeah, oh, definitely. Hey, Lainey, it's your turn to come up. Ha ha. But, what, have you been following the Orson West case?
Let me look it up. I'm better with the faces than the names. Hold on.
Two little black boys that just went missing December
Yes,
21st.
yes, and they were yes, and the they had a black father and like a kind of Hispanic Asian looking mother. So they figure out if it was them that did it because they seemed pretty conspicuous in their interview.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sure it's them, but whether we're how much evidence? No, they haven't really came out with something. Again, the chief of police suspect foul play, but um, it seems like a lot of people are leaning towards those kids never made it to that house. But
Mm.
on but on the other hand, their siblings, the four other kids, saying they did see them that day when they went to the grandma's house to visit for Christmas or not. But those kids could have been coerced or, into saying that or
Yeah,
threatened or something.
it reminds me of something that happened to me as a kid. I went to private school, and I'll always remember this. And there's a name for it, but basically, this kid they were taking attendance, and they were like, "Oh, this kid isn't here," and somebody said, "But I saw him here," and yeah, me too, me too, me too. And then it got up to the point that they called, the family, and the teacher was yelling at us like, "How dare you guys lie to us? He wasn't here. He's homesick." What is that called? Like we're so easily, uh,
Coerce?
not coerced, but it was just like when something didn't happen, but if everybody starts saying it did, it was like you start to believe it. Oh God, I
Yeah.
forgot the name.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the word false information.
Well,
Yeah, it's not coming to me.
Lena, Laney, don't tease me like that. I don't have a Valentine. I'm lonely. Don't even. You're not
I
gullible, Tipsy Toes. It's like it's a psychic phenomenon that happens that it's just like I tell all of you, Cooter has a knife in his hand, or and then everybody like I saw Cooter walking down the street with a knife in his hand, and then everybody's like it didn't happen, but then everybody's like, oh yeah, I think I did see that. Something, God, I'm not good with that, but it's a psychological effect. But if everybody
yeah.
starts saying it happened, then you start to believe it. Kids deceive. No, it's a scientific word. It's not confirmation bias. It's one of those words. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'm not sure what that word would be called or not, but yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. And Lainey, what on earth are you doing, girl? She,
She's playing matchmaker. Lady, hook a sister up, girl.
hey, she probably could. Never know. But do you
As if you
think
need Laney. As if you need Laney for that, you what's that called? Not a man eater. What's the female male version of a man eater?
feminist? No, I'm just kidding. Uh, it's womanizer for men, isn't it? Manizer? I don't know.
A womanizer. All right, yeah, you big womanizer, you
Yeah, have my moments here and there. Try to.
superstar. Where you from? How's it going?
Oh,
Womanizer.
isn't that Britney Spears or
Yeah, what song is it? What is it called?
I? I don't know. I just some
Cooter,
is
cooter, cooter. It's called womanizer.
womanizer. Oh, jeez, you got me.
um,
Yeah. So, um, do you think Shanann was a good woman or pain in the butt?
I think she had issues, man. And it's really funny. I was thinking about her when I was watching. I have a German Spitz, super smart dog. It's a giant Pomeranian, if you want to imagine it. It's like a big old, the little Pomeranian's like, oh, it's so
Uh
cute.
huh.
No, this one's like on steroids, super smart, just full of energy. And please don't hate me, people. Hear me out, okay? I hired a trainer, thousands of dollars, and I only believe in positive reinforcement when it comes to an animal, humans, everybody.
Uh huh.
But the trainer that I paid thousands of dollars, that went to training obedience school, he went to dog college, dog university, got their dog doctorates, explains that in the animal kingdom, they don't they don't have positive reinforcement, in wolves, dogs, and you see it if you look up, that golden retriever, that golden retriever that had like 4 sets of puppies, and there's a video of her like she's coming into like the room, and there's like hundreds of little golden retriever puppies just trying to suck on her teats, and
Mm-hmm.
she's like like just like really aggressive. That's how, they don't play with their young. They let them, fuck with them a little bit, but that's about it. So he's teaching us a little bit of negative reinforcement, like yelling at the dog, like no, like stuff like that, like,
Yeah.
and even like spraying, what's that called, keyboard cleaner, like near them, so they feel it, and it kind of like jolts them,
Uh huh.
and that breaks my heart. That makes me sad. Like I'm just like, this poor thing. Like
Yeah,
this
that's
is it.
definitely a form of abuse.
And I'm thinking Shanann would get off on this. If she was here, she would get off on like telling the dog no, and spraying
Yeah.
the spraying of the air. Like it's just near the dog. Like I'm not even spraying the dog. It's just near it, so it just feels the wind near him, and it's just like, oh, whoops, oh, okay, gets its attention, you know.
Yeah. And oh, imagine Dieter, that poor thing, what he must have seen and went through.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I feel really bad for the dog. Like, yeah, the kids, like it's, but what really hurts me is that the dog was in its crate, a little tiny little box of a crate for like hours and hours. Never saw the light of day. Never saw a video of him being walked. That pisses me off. Like that.
Yeah.
That actually gets me angry.
Yeah, I'm sure he was a great dachshund. I think Frankie Jr. has possession of him now.
Oh God, no, no, Cooter fam, we need to sign a petition. Start a sign on change.org. Let's get that dog out of there. You know what he does with wieners, right, Honey Badge? Remember that video? The flashlight.
Oh, I missed something here.
Frankie was there's a video circulating him doing something with the wiener.
Well, that sounds kinky.
No, it's pretty gross. Not kinky. Kinky sounds good. No, it's not a good kinky. It's a bad kinky.
Oh,
Slap a Thrive patch on it. Yeah, the photo on the bottom right hand corner. Him passed out doing something with a wiener, and then it's like a Thrive logo, like Thrive, try it today. He literally had a Thrive patch on in the picture.
oh my goodness.
He literally had a Thrive patch on.
Oh, that special. What a retard.
That's what my mom says. I always tell her that she has a super strong Hispanic accent, and I'm like, Mom, don't say retard. That's very unpolitically. It's very not politically correct. And she's like, well, only a retard would say that.
I like your mom. She gets straight to the point.
That's Hispanic women for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting straight to the point here, right? Right, Peanut
Oh,
Gallery.
definitely.
That's what I call the chat. It's the Peanut Gallery.
Peanut gallery.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's my live
Yeah.
audience.
Oh my gosh. This is a random too,
Three
but
of my kids. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at three of a kind. Go ahead.
oh, the church I go to, I was kind of like
Oh, you go to church. Stop.
yeah.
Lainey, it's happening. It's happening, Lainey.
I'll say my
Okay.
Hail Marys tomorrow.
Okay, so you go to church.
Yeah, and so I was kind of like a mentor to the teenage boys.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And one of the mothers, she's Latina too and very shy. And
Okay. Do you know what part of South America or Central America she's from?
Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And yeah, she got furious with me, like, because he's going on about his mom, and you know where all she does is focus on him, and he feels like he's being smothered. Like, well, maybe your mom needs to go on a date or do something. And so we were down the hallway, and like, I hear you've been getting in trouble. She's all, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Like, yeah, you never want to go on dates or nothing. Oh, the look on her. I was probably going to be murdered. Like, she was fuming.
You don't say that. You're literally saying, like, I heard you need to get laid. Like, you said it in a really nice way. I heard you need to get laid.
She probably does.
Cooter, you don't say that to a grown woman. Jesus, Cooter. At least say, do you need some help with that? Or, like, do you want to go on a date? You know?
Well, I tried asking her before, and she said no. So by this time, I just want to bust her balls a little bit.
You've asked her out.
Yeah,
You asked out that you asked the kid that you're mentoring's mom out.
Yeah, I, you know,
Did you
gotta
at
take
least
advantage when I
ask?
can.
Did you at least ask the
After, yeah.
kid if he needs a stepdad?
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think about that.
Jesus,
Yeah,
Cooter.
well, I gotta try to take my opportunities when they come in.
But Cooter, come on. Cooter.
Hey, I didn't say I got the best social skills or flirting skills.
God, Cooter. You need some help with that? and then point at her
Obviously,
and then point at her vag. You need some help with that?
yes, I do. Are you willing to help?
Obviously not, Cooter.
Oh, come on. Oh,
Obviously not. Maybe you could ask the kids you're mentoring if they need a stepdad. They might be able to help you out a little more than I
yeah.
can. Jesus Christ, Scooter.
I know I'm a
You
little
asked
crazy.
about the mom. You asked about the
She was cute.
mom. Oh man, that's fucked up, dude. I'm surprised the kid didn't kick your ass.
I don't think he cared. He was kind of in
Oh
his own
man.
little world too, or not.
All right,
So,
women, women peanut gallery. Men just want one thing, and it has to do with their wieners. Stick a Thrive patch on it and just move on, okay?
yes, dear. Whatever you say, Pookie Bear. Got it. Wrap it up.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just it's what's that called? When Sandy was talking about her own mother-in-law, and she was like, I knew that was gonna be a thorn. She's being I forgot that word. Like based on my past experience with men, I'm using that on you. I'm projecting. There you go. Yeah, you should
Uh,
become armchair detective, like and be like, "Sup, ladies," and
I have
sing
a terrible
songs.
accent. I have a terrible accent. I don't have a good UK or Southern withdrawal. I had someone ask me once if I was from Canada.
You do have that Canada swag.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, my friend from Canada just found out that they passed a bill that you could legally perform bestiality. Trudeau
What?
just passed that. Yeah. Yep.
That's creepy.
Yep. That's kinky, as you would say. It's like, no,
Oh,
Cooter, it's fucked up.
yeah, yeah, it's definitely fucked up. Did you ever see Don't F with Cats? That
Yeah, that's
docu-series?
my friend from Canada. She was one of the girls that was in the sleuth community and found that motherfucker. The same girl that
Wow.
told me that Trudeau, yeah, passed the bill. That's like my best friend.
Yeah, in this sleuth community, they take this stuff pretty serious.
That was disgusting. I mean, come on, like I don't know. It's weird. It's like animals is a different level for me.
Yeah. Well, that's
You know
still
what I mean?
awful. Yeah, it's still awful what happened to those kids, and then that the dude that got killed by him. That's pretty horrendous.
No, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I agree. But when it comes to like, that's what pisses me off. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Like, you watch a movie and like a bunch of people are dying. It's like, aw. And then it's like, you're watching an old Civil War movie and you see one of the horses get injured. You're like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, don't watch
Yeah.
Marley and Me. Like, it's just a movie about like a dog that lives its wonderful life and, gets put down really lovingly and humanely. And still you're like, what the fuck? This is so sad.
Yeah, no, it's definitely depressing. When I was, I don't know, 8 or something, I found a stray dog, and basically it was a family dog till it passed away. It was like at the age 13 or 14. But
Mhm.
just kind of memory of that dog, used to watch Marlon and me all the time.
All the time. What is wrong with you? You fucking masochist. What is wrong with you? Why would you watch it all the time knowing the
Well, like
ending?
once a year.
Jesus Christ, Cooter, that's a terrible fucking tradition.
Sorry, Sugar Buns.
That's so sad. Why would you do that? Little mom, the topic for today is Cooter is a fucking scary man. Watches Marley and Me once a year, despite knowing what happens at the end. That's so sad.
Oh, why don't you get me signed up for therapy then? I'm sure you probably know a good therapist.
Hey, come on now.
Hey,
Hey.
you're pretty good at busting dudes' balls.
I'm sorry. It's projecting. It's
No, it's good. I
projecting.
like it.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Call
seeing
me
the look.
Shanann. Call me Shanann because I'm a good ball buster. No,
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
definitely Latina. I can definitely see that now.
Yeah, I'll tone it. I'll tone the Latina down.
Right.
Okay, Three of a Kind gets it. It's not just like men. It's just you can't take Marley and Me. You know, it's a dagger to your heart. And the fact that you watch it once a year, it's just like, ouch. You know, it's painful, dude.
Yeah. No, definitely is. And Bumblebee, yeah, I can be a little sensitive sometimes, I guess.
If Cooter saw me in person, he will definitely take it to the balls, the sensitivity level.
You think I would go balls deep?
Define balls deep. Is it from the waist down or is it from the waist up? You know? Have you ever seen that picture? It's like, is balls deep this way or that way?
Use your imagination. I'm sure you probably have a good idea on what it is.
I don't know. It's been 3 years. I don't even know what. I don't even know what that even looks like at this point.
What in the hell? What?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like women hear me out. It's like I don't know. The longer you go without it, it's like you're kind of like, what the fuck was I even thinking? Like you get pleasure in so many different other ways than going balls deep. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of one thing I noticed too with the true crime community. Like, it's so many women here compared to men, or at least interested in this topic.
I think it's a proverbial story. Is that what that's called? You know, it's almost like the Germans would all the Brothers Grimm stories.
Uh huh.
It's a proverbial story. I think I'm saying it right. That's just like
Yeah.
Shanann and Chris. Like, what's the lesson there? Don't just marry because you want to marry, and don't be an asshole to your husband up to the point that he decides to strangle you and kill you, or you kill your kids out of spite. Or it's so many proverbial stories. It's like, don't pretend that you're living some life and projecting this false narrative to the world when in reality it's like you're broke, you have no money, and all you're promoting, oh god, those Thrive videos, all she was promoting was like, the secret, the vision board, and I'm gonna be successful. Sorry, go ahead, I hear you.
Oh, it's just so stupid. The laptop and vision board on Bella.
You want a laptop?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on
Oh,
my
you
vision board.
I know what's on your vision board. Right, ladies?
Oh, you know me too well.
It's just a picture. It's just a picture of a badge. It's just not even a beautiful woman. It's just like boom,
Bada
badge.
bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's what I want. It's just one giant picture. That's all it is, and a
Well, at
little
least,
airplane because you want to be a pilot.
yeah. Well, at least you know what I want for Valentine's Day now.
Vag. Oh, we could ask Frankie. I'm sure he could recommend something that's very similar to that.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if he's listening tonight or not.
Probably
since
not. He would
he,
get on panel and be like, "Stop talking about me. I was getting changed." Know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, I don't know. If they don't want the spotlight on them, why don't they just not comment or keep low? It's, I don't know, kind
Oh,
of mind-boggling to
Bumblebee.
me.
I'm sorry. Girl, I had a Maltese for 15 years and I lost him during the pandemic. Dude, I used to make fun of people that like lost a dog. Like, it's just a dog, get over it. No, ma'am. That shit hurts, you know?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean
so sorry,
that's
Bumblebee. That shit hurts. But you know what? It sounds super cliche, but with time it gets better. And the memory of him, it's or her, it's just that's all you get to live through with. And it really helps you cope with death and what death really is. It really is a beautiful ending to a story. And then it's just the next chapter. And I saw this picture, Bumblebee, and I'll finish with this, and I'll let you talk, Hooter. I'm sorry, but I saw this beautiful picture, Bumblebee. Oh, I'm gonna cry. And it's just like, Bumble, you're gonna get another dog one day when you're ready, and it won't fill the hole in your heart. But this picture of a dog with a little halo, and then another dog next to him, and the dog next to him without the halo goes, they still talk about you, right? I'm gonna cry. And the other dog, oh my god, with the halo is like, yeah, I'm watching all the time or something like that. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Go ahead, Cooter. Say, I know, right? Three of a kind. Say something to stop us all from crying. Oh,
let's see. Um, I love you guys being here as much as a fat boy loves food. Thank you for coming in here tonight and greatly appreciate it.
no. Thanks, Cooter.
Yeah, I don't know if that came across too well or not. Probably not, but oh well.
No, that was cute. I thought you were gonna say something like, I like vag or something. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah, no, I try to keep myself under control. I'm
God.
gotten yelled at too many times having a colorful mouth, so I try to tone it down a little bit.
I hear you. Everybody gets easily offended with everything. Oh, Bumblebee, you have the brother. Oh, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. When my dog passed away, I have really good friends. I'm the jerk friend, or to myself, I was like, it's just a dog. Get over it. Like people lose their mothers, fathers, kids. Like, get over it. But it really hurt. It really hurt. And one of my friends, they understood. I was, I guess, trying to suck it up. One of my friends bought me a star, and they registered his name under the star. So
That's
my
pretty cool.
right. So my niece, my sister's dog, her name is Luna, which means moon. And then Coco, he's a star now. So when I finally got my new puppy, the German Spitz, I named her Sol, sun. So I
Very
thought that
cool.
was really cute. Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
definitely is cute. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Honey
oh,
Badger, I'm gonna break. Sorry, I'm gonna break the fourth wall here, and damn it, Honey Badger. I'm not gonna lie, I got really sad that you know, Double M decided not to have you on the panel anymore. I don't know what
oh,
happened, you know, but it happened to you, and yet it hurt my feelings. I'm really sorry about that.
yeah. Well, they definitely become part of the family. That's for sure. After having them for so many years as a pet.
And think about it, it's the one person, being, whatever you want to call them, it's the one thing in your life that gives you nothing but unconditional love. You don't go get into fights with them. There's no bad memory of an animal.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. No doubt about it. And it's
I'm
terrible too with all the animal abuse and neglect that goes on through this country.
Don't even talk about it. Don't
Oh
even
yeah.
talk about it. Oh,
Well,
that gets me really sad. Yeah. Scooter, I'm gonna cry. Why do you want to make me cry? But I'll tell you one thing. Yes, with that guy, we built that business. We got an apartment together. All my friends, I decided to walk away from it all. But the one thing that I miss, I'm happy where I am today. I'm very successful. I'm doing everything I have to do. I don't need no man to make me happy. But the one thing that I still think about is that bird.
yeah, it's yeah, that can definitely be something too. I can only imagine how long did you have was it sunny you said or sun?
Sunny, sunshine.
Sunshine?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long,
Imagine
Jen?
that was my bird. Like I really wanted her, and we saved up a bunch of money to get her, and then yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, well, I haven't been there in a while, but yeah, she was there still.
I loved that thing. I could still smell her. Isn't that funny? I could still
Wow.
smell her. You have to clip their feathers. The feathers, like, there's just a little bit of length to them that they'll be able to fly. So, it doesn't hurt them. It's like getting a haircut. And I'm
Yeah.
staring at one of her feathers right now. And again, I have amazing friends. I have amazing friends, and one of the friends that I have, they bought me a Swarovski necklace of a macaw. Oh, it's so beautiful. And that's it. Like with bumblebees, like example, and me losing the bird, it taught me about, life. In life, we don't always have closure. You know how people are like, I need closure. It's like
Yeah,
you
imagine like
you don't get
sorry, go
closure.
ahead. Yeah.
That in life you don't get closure sometimes, and you have to live through that.
Yeah, have you seen it's another YouTuber called Adventures for with the Purpose?
Nah, what's that?
Basically, it's a couple of scuba divers, and they just travel around the country helping solve cold cases. And so basically, they use sonar and stuff to find vehicles that are submerged and to get them out of the.
Oh, that's
And
super
they,
cool.
yeah, Adventures with the Purpose, I believe is the name. And they do some really cool stuff too, but they help give some closure to families and finding their missing loved ones that ran the car into the waters and stuff.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, it does a lot of good for the environment too. I couldn't believe like how many vehicles are actually submerged in like lakes and rivers.
Yeah, of course. It's probably a scary amount, and the
Yeah,
people in it.
I think it's Tennessee or somewhere in the Midwest. They pulled like 17 vehicles out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
That's crazy. It reminds me
yeah.
of that story of I'm sure you guys will be like, "Oh, it's pa pa pa." It's this girl that her dad was super weird and abusive to her. Like, they think that she was molested, and then she randomly disappeared, right? And then now
Uh-huh.
the dad's in jail because he called in a bomb threat, or he was like threatening to bomb his place of employment. And the sister now is campaigning to find her sister. It starts with the letter A, the girl's name. But the theory is that the father, buried her, in a empty lot that eventually a mall was built on top of. I forgot the name, but it was like it's still a cold case. And imagine how
Wow.
many things like that happen. Like the Powell case, Josh Powell.
You know what's funny? The area they went looking for out there in Utah. I grew up in that area, so I know it really well. And yeah, I can remember tons of people going out there in the desert trying to find her.
Mm. Cinnabar Zoe, yeah, the smell of dog's feet. Oh, I love that smell. It's like I like try to make my mom smell it. She doesn't like it. She's like, it smells like cement. I don't like it. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It smells so good.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be
Okay,
right back, everyone.
alrighty.
If you can keep them entertained, Brenda, I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank
you know I'm
you.
good at that.
Yes, you
So,
are.
so yeah, what was that case? I'm gonna look it up right now. But the girl that it was messed up. So right now we're talking about how there's a lot of things that you don't get closure on. It was full circle, really. We are talking about how, you know, I don't have my bird anymore. She didn't pass away, but my ex kept her, and I decided to live my own life. And then, Cooter was talking about that show where they bring up cars and stuff from submerged areas, and then I was talking about that case with the girl. Oh my god! And her dad probably killed her because there was suspicion that like he was molesting her, and then she just randomly disappeared. Like, and the dad's like, "Oh, she just ran away. It's no big deal." And now the sister is going around and campaigning. She was on Kendall Ray's channel, and that she got a good segment on it. That went missing. All right, you guys are having fun, Honey Badger. I know you want the dust to settle, but I mean, this isn't like a huge channel. Do you want to? I think it's safe to. Can we all just keep a secret? Can nobody record this and talk about what happened? Because it just seems like it was just hearsay. Like just people were like, "Don't trust her. She's hello."
Eh?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
I'm
doing
trying to get
good.
the.
How you doing?
I'm doing. Oh, I'm doing.
You doing? Yeah.
Yeah,
What? Is
I
this
don't
with
know.
honey that your cod channel or whatever?
No, the Your Caught channel, it literally first, and I was on panel when that happened. They were like, "Oh, she's Lana. It's obviously Lana." It's like, no, it's not. Like,
No.
Samantha's even seen Honey Badger in person. It's not Lana. And then on the
Yeah.
panel, they talked about it with the YCC channel. They were like, "Yeah, it's not Lana." And then YCC was like, "Oh, okay. Like, sorry about that." Yeah, there you go. They were just telling Mensa not to trust her. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that there was going to be proof about it. I think honestly what it was is like Double M just got a lot of shit because of stuff that Honey Badger was saying, and she was like, enough. Like, I'm only one person. I can't handle all of this negativity because of shit that I'm not even saying. But then she kind of went around and said that like, oh, I got some information that I shouldn't, that I shouldn't trust Honey Badge. I don't
That's so
know.
so stupid. Random thought, but Lana was in here earlier at the first part of the stream.
Oh no way, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely, want one thing at least about the true crime community. It seems like everyone's very supportive too, which is
Eh,
awesome. Yeah. Well,
yes, yes, but
I
like you trust but verify. You know?
yeah, yeah. Because didn't that happen to Unjustified? I think some like fake dude or scammer, like he had a picture of him and Shanann in like a van or something.
That guy was
Was it?
scary. Yeah. And a lot of stuff that he said, people are holding it to be true, but it's not. Okay, so here's a 401 that happened with that guy. He went on the Justified channel. Yeah, I remember because I even like stayed up late for it and watched it live. And he said a lot of stuff like Chris would, pull the girls around in a little, whatever that's called, the little cart or whatever, for hours, and he helped him with his car, and he asked Chris, oh, like, how much do I have to pay? He's like, don't worry about it. I love this stuff. A lot of things seem true. He even like almost started crying. He was donating blood at the time because his brother had leukemia or something. He seemed like a really nice guy. And then
Yeah.
the next day they found out all of it was fake. And then the picture of Shanann photoshopped in his truck, and the person that was photoshopped out of it is his wife,
Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's
right?
pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's, I guess, what people will do. And kind of one thing, too, that threw me off on it, he was just agreeing or saying yes to everybody when they were asking questions. Didn't he work at Anadarko a bit shortly after Chris was fired and everything? If I
He seemed to
remember.
have a lot of knowledge about it. I wouldn't be surprised if he did work there, but I think they found out that he wasn't even in Colorado at the time. I
Yeah, he
could be
was
wrong
like
though,
down
but
in Texas.
yeah, exactly. But he knew about the merging. Anadarko got sold by the company that sounds like drugs. It's like Oxycontin or something. It sounds like Oxycontin. It was something weird. And ay, honey badge, it really broke my heart that you got off of the like that you got kicked out like that. I didn't even go on live on Friday. I was like, nah, it's not the same without her.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, she's more than welcome to come up if she wants to, or
Mm,
anybody else.
she's waiting for the dust to settle. I mean, honey badger, I promise if you come up, you could talk about whatever you want. I'm not a reporter. I'm not gonna be all like, so what happened? You know what I mean? How reporters are weird like that and ask
Well, yeah, and then
intrusive
she can
questions.
talk about the case or something else. You don't exactly have to talk about that topic.
Yeah, no,
No, I
she
mean,
didn't. And just to be aware, Honey Badger did not get kicked out. She's
okay.
still allowed in there. Some people in the chat are kind of confused about that.
Yeah, because we're in, I thought I heard too that Honey Badger was gonna make her own channel or something, or the rumor was going around.
Mensa was just hoping that she started her own channel,
Mm,
and
yeah,
just rumors, just rumors.
yeah. So much drama. It's crazy with the instead of people working together to solve crimes or whatever. You got these crazy debates going on.
Well, I'm the secretary of an international 24-hour meeting, and
Okay.
you see this all the time because everybody, when you're hidden behind a keyboard, it's like the gloves come off. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not seeing somebody face to face. So you're right. Like things get really weird with
Oh
the
yes.
true crime community, with every community when it comes to the internet. It's weird. And I'm just sad the honey badger has to go through that. The shit they probably say to her and about her. It's awful.
Yeah, just because you have a different opinion than what somebody else does. When I first joined the true crime community, I really was into Darlie Routier and like, you know what happened. At first, I thought she was innocent, but gradually over time, I came to the conclusion she was guilty. But are you familiar with that case, or
The routier. Let me see.
she killed her two
Yes,
boys?
yes, yes. It's funny. Like I just look at the face and I remember it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. American woman from Texas who was convicted and sentenced to death for the murder of her 5-year-old son. Damon in 1996. She also been charged with capital murder and the death of her 6-year-old son, Devin. And the way that they were caught. Oh no. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah. I'm getting her confused with the girl that she pretended that she was held at gunpoint and her kids got killed. When in reality, oh man, I'm looking at the pictures. She to this day, Routier is claiming she's innocent.
Yeah, yeah, that's well, I guess difference between Watts and her. Yeah, she still claims her innocence, but I think she's running out of time with her pills and everything. I think she's about ready to be put down.
Well, she's a smart girl. At least she has an appellate lawyer. That was really stupid of Chris to be like, no, I'm gonna take the blame for everything. Like, that was
Yeah,
not smart.
yeah, that boy wasn't thinking clearly. At least anything now I can definitely say is before you talk to the police, always have a lawyer.
Yes, lesson learned, especially with this case. You constantly say, lawyer. Do you want to talk about lawyer? Do you okay, but what about lawyer?
Yeah.
Just keep saying lawyer.
Um, there was this guy, I think he was in pre-law or studying or something. He got pulled over and what he said to the police officer, "Am I being detained or may I go?"
Yeah,
And there's
that's a secret. Yep.
yeah, he sure had left, that's for sure.
And I
So
think we should learn. I mean, yes, these crime, this true crime community is very interesting, and you put your thinking cap on and you try to think outside the box. But at the same time, you have to learn your rights. That's what I'm learning about this case.
yeah, it's
You take,
especially the
sorry.
coercion, I guess, or false confessions people give.
hmm
And
hmm
that's pretty.
I killed John Benet Ramsey, and that guy got off. And that's what weirds me out. Like, I get it. Like, he was there, like Chris Watts was there, and all these things, and that's why they were like, hey, maybe he did do it. But with the John Benet Ramsey case, they went into it. They were like, he wasn't even in Colorado at the time. Like, he clearly didn't kill her.
Yeah, that case of its own is mind-boggling too. I don't think that would ever be solved.
Yeah. Did the parents do it? Did the brother do it? Did somebody come in? It's a weird one. Is it Katy Perry? Remember that? There was a stupid conspiracy that Katy Perry was John Benet Ramsey.
Well, my theory with Survey 319, Bigfoot helped Chris with hiding the bodies.
And that's what's interesting too. Okay, there. Have you ever heard of Larry? Larry the.
Oh yeah, he got mad at me because he used to have a picture like he gained some weight or something.
Oh no, he's fat now, but like, who cares? The picture that he used, he was like skinny and like cute,
Yeah.
and now he's a little chubby. Like, who cares? You gained some weight. But yeah, what happened? He got mad at you because you used that picture.
I said something along the lines like, "Well, I guess he got mad and started eating his fillings."
Oh, come on. You see, maybe all men are sensitive.
Yeah, yeah, probably. But do you think there's anything with that? What he's saying as far as the conspiracy with the government and Anadarko and
Think about it. What was NK's role?
safety or security or whatever?
Right. And the fact that this crime may have been committed on company property, that is a huge lawsuit that they could handle. And also the fact that, like, they were getting a lot of lawsuits already with people that they were, huge explosions were happening near their house, and they were trying to pass that law that said, an oil well can't be within X amount of feet of a residential building.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that was going on that would have cost a lot of money. And the fact that, like, there was no camera, let's say NK or I'm sorry, Nicole Atkinson or Shanann got on the property and she was just a crazy woman running around the oil field, that's a huge liability too. So like, I don't know, dude. I don't know how they just shut the case so fast, but like, it does make you think.
Yeah, so do you think what Larry's saying's part could be true as far as a big cover up and conspiracy?
When I hear him talk, it makes a lot of sense. You know, and I listen to everybody for that reason. Like the one that says like this is all fake and it's just an American Horror Story propaganda. It's like, oh, sure, Jan. Like, okay. And then you listen to like Larry and sometimes Miss Mensa. The thing that really threw me off yesterday is that Miss Mensa thought that Jose Baez's claim that she actually died in the pool was true.
Oh yeah, and
I was
she
like,
thought,
what? Come on. Like it's so weird. It's almost like when you find out like I don't watch football, but it's like, oh, like I'm a Dodgers fan or whatever. Is it baseball? I don't know. But like I watch this team and it's like, no way, man, no, boo. That's how it is in the true crime community. It's like, well, I thought Casey drowned, maybe Kaylee drowned. It's like, what? Like you see the person different.
yeah,
It's funny.
yeah, Miss Mensa was throwing out some cases on who she thought was guilty or not. I disagree with on that.
Right, me too. She thought,
OJ was innocent, didn't she?
no, come on. And
I
I see it. I see it because when we were talking about Little Simpson, the son, he had
uh-huh.
mental problems. He beat up his girlfriends. He carried around his knives. I get it. Like it could have been him, and maybe he was covering up for the son. That seems viable. But the man published a book that has his face on it and it says "If I Did It" by O.J. Simpson,
Yeah.
and he does talk about the case. Like he does talk about the murder. There's no gag order or anything, you know.
Yeah,
This,
well,
yeah.
he's lucky there isn't the double jeopardy law doesn't apply
Oh,
where
come
they
on,
could
Honey
go.
Badger. Get on panel and explain why OJ Sons did it. We have to talk about it.
Yes. Come on, Honey Badger. Oh, let me see. Throw the link again.
Everybody, Honey Badge. Honey Badge. Honey Badge. Honey Badge. Honey Badge.
And the crowd goes wild.
For Honey Badge.
Yes. All right, drop the link again.
Okay, I could believe that the son did it, but I cannot believe that Kaylee drowned in the pool and that the father helped her cover the body. No, dude, you see grief in his eyes. He tried to kill himself, and they try to explain like, oh, he tried to kill himself because like he knew that Kaylee was dead already. Like, no, come on, dude.
Yeah, and isn't that crazy too with not Kay, Casey. I always get it mixed up. Trying to applying to become a private detective. Have you
I believe
heard
it.
on
Yeah,
that?
no, she's been staying with a PI or an attorney. Like he's been taking care of her. I believe it. Good for
Yeah,
her, man.
it'd be interesting on like what type of clients she'll get or not, just because of her history. I mean, yeah, you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt, and where it's been
Hey,
like
listen,
12
as
or
long as she's
13
not
years.
opening up a daycare.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree with you 100% there. That's yeah, you don't want her watching kids.
As long as she's not opening up a daycare, like go for it, girl. Yeah, she was working in a law office as some type of photographer, last I heard. And then she's looking into becoming a PI. Hey, if Kim Kardashian can become an attorney, and I fully support that, Casey could follow her dreams and become a PI.
Yeah, I just remember it being big news there. I want to say maybe like a month ago or half a
Nice,
month. Yeah,
nice.
yeah, but no, I definitely agree with you. You don't want her to be the babysitter
As
for
long
opening
as
a
she's not
daycare.
a yeah, as long as she's not becoming a babysitter or a daycare center, like go
Yeah.
for it, dude. Follow your
Were
dreams,
you
Case.
were you in Florida when that case was going on?
Of course.
Ah,
Florida raised and born, baby.
excellent. Yeah, it's. What do you think? What's up with our state and all the craziness that comes out of it as far as like crimes?
So, so I believe the United States is the Florida of the world. And
Okay.
if that explains anything. But you have to remember where Florida is. It's a peninsula where a bunch of shit comes in and out. And you could date it all the way back to like the 40s, 30s, how everybody could just go in and out of the state. And you see it, Cooter, too. It's like, all right, have you ever been to Miami?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't really. Yeah. Um, what part of Miami or
Everywhere.
I?
Where have you been?
Cutler Bay, South Beach.
Okay. Yeah. So you've been even like close to Homestead, Cutler Bay's by Homestead. So you've seen it. You
Yeah.
see how I've had a really colorful life. I was engaged at one point and I lived on a trailer by the Redlands, which is like extremely close to the Everglades.
Hmm.
So you have like farmland and then you move up a little bit more, then you have like, Miami where you need a passport to go in. All the billboards, everybody, you have to speak Spanish. You won't get by if you don't speak Spanish in Miami. And then you move
Yeah.
up a little bit and it gets a little wider. Like Broward and Miami were totally different places. It's a cesspool of different cultures and everything. And then you move all the way back and up and it's just it's almost like the South, like the clean South, like I
Yeah.
have family from Alabama and it's really slow over there. And it reminds me a lot about North Florida. It's
Yeah.
just
It's.
so many different things. And I think that's why there's so many crazy cases and all of that. It's like all these different people are all living under one roof. There's going to be chaos.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely I agree with you too. And kind of makes me wonder too about Colorado and like all the high
Yeah.
profile crimes that come out of there.
You think maybe it's the altitude or something?
Maybe something the water could be the altitude. I don't know.
Yeah. And right after the Chris Watts case, oh man, the guy killed his wife, which was a pilot. Remember? What was her name?
I don't know if I'm familiar with this case or not.
Yes, you are. It was he killed his wife. It went missing, and then it turns out that the girlfriend helped him clean it up. And then the girlfriend was under like she got the sweetheart deal, and you know explained how the scene looked, what she had to clean. What was it called? Come on, Peanut Gallery. The Colorado man that killed his wife, and she was a pilot. Last seen
Yeah.
in a Safeway supermarket.
Yeah.
Penis. Sorry, go ahead. The awkward silence.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I even heard of that one,
And
but I'm
you
sure
call
some.
yourself a true crimer.
I'm learning. I'm
All
catching
right.
on.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. Oh man. What was it called? I'm gonna like wake up at 4 in the morning and be like, it was this case.
What do you think about the body was found here? Letitia Stout?
Oh,
Gannon?
Gannon Stout? That was Florida? No, it wasn't.
No, the crime happened in Colorado, but his body was found here in Florida.
Shut up. Are you kidding me?
No, no, I'm serious. And then she got caught in North or South Carolina.
Yes, I remember that. But I
Yeah,
thought it was
no,
like found, in South Carolina and she was caught in North Carolina. That's crazy.
no, yeah, it was here in Florida.
So what was her alibi? She was like, I was just hanging out because remember she was saying she didn't do it, and a lot of people are gonna owe me an apology once they find out who did it. Remember she said that.
Yeah, Lord, who knows with her when alibi or not? She's crazy.
She is crazy. I did you see the letter that she wrote? It was just like, this is against my constitution of this amazing country, the country where the bells were ringing when the war was happening and the flag was waving. Yeah, she was nuts. I didn't really get into it for that reason. I was like, bitch was crazy. Case closed.
Yeah, yeah, I think that should be a slam dunk. It was hilarious though, just like how she was trying not confused on her first hearing in South Carolina about the
Mhm.
extradition and
Mhm.
whether to fight it or not. Her big ol' eyes and stuff sticking out. Uh,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I after Casey Anthony, it's like when I see somebody clearly lying, like I almost gave myself a brain tumor with Casey. Like if I followed the Letitia Stout case, I can't. No. When you see somebody deliberately clearly lying, nah, I'm done.
yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Especially that
Um,
personality. Ooh, it pissed me off
yeah.
with Casey.
Oh, another
Yeah.
one, Lori Daybell or Ballo. She reminds me of Casey Anthony.
She reminds me of Shanann. She definitely reminds me of Shanann.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's probably a good possibility.
And that one's still going on. It's kind of hard to. I like it when it has like a timeline and it's just like, okay, and now she's in jail forever. You know, like the case is still active. So what's going on? There's so many new things coming up.
Well, I
Last I
think
heard, Mr. Daybell is going against her. So what's going on?
uh Mr. Daybell, his wife that passed away, they just got the autopsy done on that, and that's sealed at the moment. But there's kind of hint
Pisses me off. That he
that
did it.
yeah, that I think they're looking into charging him. They haven't said anything officially, but the way they got everything sealed up and
Mhm.
the prosecutor, something I think that it was going from the Idaho Attorney General back to the local prosecutor to review it and to throw the charges, I think.
Damn. Yeah, that one's still hot. You know, you
Oh
gotta
yeah,
let it cool down a little.
yeah. So, what's your thoughts on the Jodi Arias case? Do you think
I know
she was?
every single detail of that case. Go on.
Do you think she was truly abused by him and she did that stuff in self-defense, or she just cracked and
All right, so here's
killed
the
him?
deal. Y'all are gonna get the Brenda, like Cliff Notes. You're gonna get the Brenda notes on the Jodi Arias case right now. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So Jodi Arias. Have you ever watched Drunk History? This is this is like Drunk History, starring Brenda, but she's sober and just a nut.
Yeah,
You
no, I
know?
love that television series.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So Jodi, she was born. Um, where was she born? Bum 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 bum. I
California?
forgot.
Wasn't it California?
Yes, I believe. I want to get it right.
Okay.
Like Jodi Arias. Wikipedia. I know. Don't judge me, guys. I use Wikipedia. Murderpedia. There's such thing, y'all. All right. So her classification is a murder. She was born in. Come on. There's just a bunch of pictures of her. All right. Well, she was born in the United States. Safe to say. Loving mother, loving father. And she was cool until, she started rebelling. At a super young age, she got caught with a weed plant in her closet. And obviously, I'm a kid too that got grounded a lot and didn't like my parents for that reason. I just wanted to party and stuff. So I resonate with Jodi that she just started keeping secrets. She learned how to be sneaky. And, she obviously wanted to leave her parents' house really quickly. And she ended up living with her grandmother. Travis was born in Riverside, California. Travis's story is really sad. He actually came from a really abusive family. Um, his parents were drug addicts. The grandmother saved their lives. And that's where he got really into Mormonism and decided to, turn his will and his life to Jesus Christ in the Church of Mormon. And, here's Jody, that she's been jumping from relationship to relationship. She was living with somebody when she got invited to this MLM convention where Travis Alexander was the keynote speaker. He just did some speeches. It wasn't like, that was him. They like to glamorize things in the media, but keep in mind that Jody got into like witchcraft, Satanism. You can still see this in her prison. She likes to draw, and I don't know how, but a lot of her drawings are up on eBay or some type of website that she's selling them, and it has a lot to do with like, not the pentagram, but the Satanism one. It's different. It's an upside down star, and
Okay.
you could see like it's almost like the goat. The star is like the angle of like you see the two horns and then the mouth, like that one. Like, let's not just broaden, everything's witchcraft. No, she was into like Satanism. I think Honey Badger brought that up. Jody performed a blood atonement on Travis. So something she keep in mind that she had this going on. So and before she met Travis, one of the relationships that she was in, she was dating this guy, and her and the guy met like a homeless guy or something.
Uh-huh.
And this homeless guy was one of those guys that are like, the end is near, like, turn your life to Jesus. And like she believed in like that apocalyptic Armageddon religion. And she would run around and tell people that too. So there is a psychology in people that are easily followed into that. And it comes into Lori Vallow.
Yeah.
It's a weird personality trait that people have, that sometimes they just lose touch of reality. So, she was with an older guy at the time she met Travis. Travis was really cool, really nice, because when they met, they were talking that day. She was staying in the same hotel, and he invited her to go to some, MLM ball or something. Shanana's probably there wearing her little mask and hanging out by herself like she did. Just kidding. But, he invited her to go to be his date. And she's like, I can't, I don't have a dress. And his friend's wife, he was like, don't worry about it. Like my friend will give you a dress. And the friend's wife was super sweet and lent her a dress. And they went to the ball, and it was super cool and beautiful. And yeah, imagine how Jody imagined all of this. She's like, oh my God, the coolest guy, the keynote speaker at this MLM is into me. This is amazing. I'm
And
like the
bada
prettiest.
bing, bada boom.
And bada bing, bada boom, we got a stage 5 clinger.
Yeah, yeah.
So Travis, he wasn't a saint either. He was telling everybody he was a virgin because that was super cool in the Church of Mormon. You gotta
Yeah.
be a virgin. You gotta be a very. He was a straight up guy, and where he came from to where he is now, he was a success story. His testimony was huge. And then he's hanging out with Jody. They're having a lot of weird, kinky, rough sex. And he kept, and you got to keep in mind at this time of our, pop culture, this was cool. I don't know when Blurred Lines came out, but like that rape culture,
Oh, the
it
Me
was
Too movement.
it was way before the Me Too movement. Imagine like all the animosity that came out. Like, it was cool to treat girls like shit, to make sure that they are nothing but objects, and just keep another notch, on your belt. That's all women were.
Okay.
And this was cool in pop culture, and this is how Travis treated Jody. And I'm not saying Jody was against it and was just like, I'm my own woman, respect me. She was really cool about it too. Imagine after they had this crazy sex, he, I don't know if he asked her or it's still really weird, but he baptized her. This girl that you've
Yeah,
done unspeakable things to. You see it in the picture, it's him and her, and then the two guys behind him. Like he baptized her,
yeah, you
and this
shouldn't have
is
done
after,
that.
yeah, it's just like after like wanting to tie her to a tree, and just they traveled a lot, and when you travel with somebody, you start building a closer relationship. So Travis kind of fucked up on that too. It's like if you saw her as a one night stand, don't give her the false impression that like she's going to become your wife.
Yeah,
You know, he was
well,
sick of her.
yeah, and that's kind of the victims. They kind of whatever they were doing to the perpetrators. It's half their fault too for
We
them
see it a
being
lot.
murdered or not. Yeah,
Like we were just talking about Shanann and Chris. You can't just point it at one person like, oh, this person's the devil. It's like, well, a lot of shit. It was the perfect storm, dude. Like there was a lot of fuck ups on both ends. Same thing with
yeah,
Travis and Jody. And I don't think she was abused, but I think she was allowing herself to be an object. She loved it. She was hoping that, it would lead to him falling in love with her and eventually marrying her. She wanted that image. Again, that image comes up.
yeah.
And he already broke up with her at this point. And I don't know if this is true or not, but you know how like prison confessions are. She
Hmm.
confessed to somebody in prison that she was going up there not to kill him, but to kill the girl he was going to take to Cancun. Mimi Hall, right? Is that her name?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. She was going up there to kill Mimi Hall, and either she saw something on the phone or she was snooping around and saw something she didn't like and just decided to kill him in his bathtub after having really gross sex. And come on, girls, we've all been there. Like, I don't know, after you have sex with somebody, you feel, especially somebody that you're not dating, it's a weird feeling. You feel really gross. So imagine being in her shoes.
Yeah.
She just got done being porked, and who knows? Maybe he saw Mimi texting him. She knew that she was going to Cancun with him, and she just snapped and killed him really, really, really bad. The coup de grace was slitting his throat. Like you ain't
Yeah.
gonna say nothing.
Yeah. I was always surprised about the camera or the picture surviving the washer. I think it was there, or was it the dryer? They
Yeah, well,
found the
it was in the
camera.
washer. What a dumbass. Like she left the SIM card in. Like 101. Like take the SIM card out. I think she
Yeah.
did take the SIM card out. Maybe they recovered it from the system. But
Yeah.
she
Well,
deleted all the photos.
I thought it went through like a wash cycle. The camera did.
Yeah,
I could.
yeah,
Oh, it did.
it did.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, where are the odds of that?
Is it messed up that I want to see the autopsy photos of Shanann?
No, I'm right there with you. I want to see exactly what happened and come to a better conclusion.
Because I saw the ones of Travis. I mean, just his, just from the neck up, it really puts it in perspective and just makes you, yeah, see what happened. And the fact that they didn't even mention the scar on her neck on the autopsy, that weirds me out.
Yeah, I don't know why they did. Did you think Shannon had lupus or not, or you
No,
think she was something? No.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. And like, think about it. When she did, first of all, the gluten allergy. Remember when gluten was all the rage? It's just like, gluten allergy. I have a, everything was gluten free, and that started becoming very popular. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gluten free now. You know,
Yeah.
the whole trend. And then when Lady Gaga came out that she had the genome uh, of having lupus because her aunt had it, so it was like a genetic. She was predisposition to it. Then it was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I have lupus too. I think honestly, after the divorce with Mr. King, she was using the lupus as an excuse to be like, look what he left, like what an asshole. Like I was sick, because she would never come home. She was partying a lot, so I think she was using the lupus like I wasn't coming home because I wasn't feeling good,
Yeah. I
and
think she was cheating.
oh, for sure. Well, you don't come home, like where are you gonna stay? I doubt she rented herself a hotel room and just like, all right, well, I'm
No,
just gonna hang out here. She wasn't, in church reading the Bible.
that's definitely true.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And
I just
go ahead.
no, no. Go ahead.
And just the videos of her, like if you really go through it, and it's funny because like when it first came out, before anybody was like, maybe she did do it. It was like, look at this girl, poor thing, like rest in peace. And it was just her like, hey guys, so here's Bella. Say hi. I was like, stop showing your kids. Like that's so weird. Stop. She would do stuff like that. And then like I noticed her like saying like I'm gonna strangle the dog or like Chris is gonna kill me. Like very death verbal usage. I was like, she really put me off. And I'm really good with vibes. And I was like, something's off about her, dude. Like something's not right.
Yeah. I don't know. And too many people that live on the internet are going live. That's not healthy.
That
Spend
weirded me out too. Yeah, I was like, stop recording everything. Like that. I don't know. I just. All I was thinking was like, so messed up. But I was like, thank God I wasn't friends with her. And if I was, I would have unfriended her a while ago.
I don't know. She might have had you sell and thrive.
She would have. She's like that friend from high school that you haven't spoken to in years. That has an amazing business opportunity for you.
Oh yeah.
You
And
know.
what was really creepy to me too is her high school teacher. Not like I kind of wonder if they had a little fling or something going on.
I had somebody in high school that she was very close to the choir teacher, and there was a rumor going around that they were dating. And I had to go in the principal's office, and they denied it. Whatever. They ended up getting married,
Oh jeez.
and I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying to like again. It's just why couldn't she get really close to a female teacher? You know what I mean? That would have been
Yeah.
healthier for her. That would have been good for her. It weirds me out, and I used to be this too. I would resonate with men. I would hang out with men better. I like men better. I only hang out with guys. It's like, dude, that's not the way to go. You need
No.
a woman. You need a woman because you you cooter, like you're not gonna go get mentored by a female. There's men. You need a man to just there's some stuff that you wouldn't share with a woman. You gotta if you want to be a successful man, you hang out with a successful man,
Yeah. Oh, you're
and vice
definitely
versa.
correct there. And that's, I don't know, this is a little off topic too, but why isn't all the hot teachers sleeping with all these young kids? I don't understand the craziness behind them.
It's creepy, and it's a huge abuse of power. It probably makes him
Yeah.
feel good, like this young kid is super into me. My husband can't even get it up. And look at this kid; he could get it up in a second.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's more of a control or power over the kids.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. That always kind of
Remember,
creeped me out too.
remember that? Oh man, it was messed up. This they ended up getting married. This 14-year-old and the teacher, she was a blonde. I forgot the case. Help me out, guys. But they ended up getting married. They had like two or three really nice kids, and then they ended up getting divorced. Like when he was in his 30s, and he realized how messed up it was, and she wasn't okay in the head. Like, for like 10 or 20 years, they stigmatize it as like they're in love, like love has no age. But then at the end, it was like he realized, like, bitch was crazy. Like I messed up.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be hard for the kids to know. Being young and not really experienced in life.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, it reminds me. Adam Sandler made a movie along those lines or something. Like he was a reality TV show and hooked up with the teacher, got her pregnant or something, and then the kid's getting ready, close to be married, and Adam Sandler character needs the money really bad, so he's trying to get the money or something like that. Um,
Is this a comedy?
yeah, it's one of Adam Sandler's old movies, like early 2000s, I think.
Billy Madison?
No, that's a
Stop looking at
classic.
me, Swan. I say that all the time.
Is that damn Sasquatch?
Damn Sam Squanch. Is your Sam Squanch outside?
I think so.
Damn Sam Squanch.
Yeah, definitely crazy. So, is there any other cases you've been going? Oh my god, what's the influencer? Oh,
Oh yes,
Alexis
Sharky.
Sharkey. Yeah,
Yeah. It's too fresh. It's too fresh. But yeah, she was found naked. That poor guy. Oh man. That found her. This
yeah,
like really sweet black guy, Imagine he was just joking around. It was super early in the morning, joking around with his coworkers, just getting ready for another day, and then he sees these feet popping out of the bushes. And he looks up and it's just like a dead girl. No marks on her. Pristine. Her feet aren't even dirty. It looks like she was just laid there.
yeah. You think Tom did it?
Yeah, the husband was weird. He had no form. He wasn't employed. There was no form of employment. That's a huge red flag. Like the girl was like 26.
Mm-hmm.
What is she doing with an unemployed, divorced guy? That's super weird.
Yeah, didn't they meet like in a restaurant or something? She was working at.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she was a really smart girl too. Like she didn't get her master's, I think, or
Yeah, yeah, she was really smart. I remember that.
yeah.
What are you doing?
Touching myself.
It sounds rough.
It is.
Put some lotion on at least. It sounds really like crunchy.
I was trying to get some stuff out of my book bag to put away.
Oh,
You know.
what are you in school for again? Are you like getting your AA before you go to pilot school?
Oh yeah. You know, I'm on step number 12 at the moment.
You
No, I'm
continuing
no.
to serve the next suffering alcoholic?
Yeah, yeah. No, I plan
I
on
think
getting
you're
my
on 13
associates.
right now. Your life is unmanageable and you like to share it with me.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Let me pray about it. I'll get back to you.
Talk to your sponsor. Get back to me.
Okay, that fair enough. That sounds good.
Have you noticed too that Broward, especially, it's the epicenter of addiction, and there's a theory on that. It's because of all the cocaine money that came down. The government decided to establish all the income that they use and establish a bunch of treatment centers.
Yeah, there's a lot down here, that's for sure.
I'm telling you, that's why Kratom was a good business down there, up
Yeah,
there.
I use kratom all the time. I like it. Seems to help quite a bit, but yeah, it definitely made things booming for your business.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. It is addicting, you know. It hits the same receptors as opiates, and people treat it like heroin. They're like, "I need it. Come on, can you spot me?" It was sad, dude. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie. I had to go to treatment for it. That's why I left. I was like, I couldn't function without kratom, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm done. That's why I left. I was like, ugh, I hate the way I feel without it. I couldn't get out of bed without it.
yeah. Well, you definitely get withdrawals from it, that's for sure.
At least the withdrawals aren't like opiates. Like opiates took months.
Yeah, and the physical part of the
Ugh,
withdrawal's horrible. Ugh.
it's the worst.
Yeah, definitely not a good feeling.
Without kratom, a clover. So kratom is a plant from Asia, um, Vietnam. It's a natural plant that hits the same receptors as opiates do, and it's legal. That's crazy, right? So what I would do is I would, brew it, and you could even just shake it up. I shouldn't even be telling you this, Cooter, but if you add real grapefruit juice to it,
Yeah, it breaks down the stomach acids or something.
it'll fuck you up. I had to stop doing that. People got really fucked up.
Yeah,
Like really bad.
yeah,
So,
it's a
and then
big market down here.
I started doing the tinctures, like the 20 bucks for like 2 ounces.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh man, you get a tolerance real quick to that.
Yeah,
It
you
was
feel
bad.
like you're on cloud nine.
Yeah, until the next day, and then you try. It sucked. If you want to like get out of bed, it felt like you had the flu. You know that feeling that it's just like it's so hard to open your eyes and you can sleep
Yeah.
for hours. That was me like every day. Ooh, the drug spice. Oh, I hated that. It's like fake marijuana.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know the guy that owned Kava Sutra?
I don't think I met him, but I've been there. But yeah,
Dylan.
what
He created the Florida spice, and it ended up killing a kid. Either and he went to jail for it for a couple of years.
oh damn.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know, that reminded me too, saw a documentary about I think it was two brothers. They were rich. They started their own like pain pill operation.
Hmm.
You got doctors and everything. I don't know, does that sound familiar to you or not?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's some documentary on these two brothers got some money from their dad and they started their own business and they were making tons of money from just having a pill farm of people coming in and out. There's tons of people flying into Florida out of state, and I think that's what got them car was like. Um, there was an investigation going on in Kentucky, and they were trying to find the root source, and they
Wow.
found it was down here in Broward County.
Oh wow, no way.
Yeah.
That's
Gosh,
crazy.
I'll have to look the name up on it, but yeah, it was pretty interesting. Like they had a pretty slick. I mean, it was legal too what they were doing, but it was pretty slick how they were able to get around the laws and stuff, and how the laws were so relaxed here in Broward County that they were able to get away with it. But they opened like a bunch of pain management clinics, is what it was.
Mm. I was a transcriber for a pain management clinic. That shit's rough. What about the Missy Beavers case? I see Honey Badger talking about it. That one pisses me off, Honey Badge. Missy Beavers, she was the super fit, gorgeous girl. She would teach Pilates or something at a church every morning at 5 a.m. Somebody came in, full SWAT gear, looking around, trying to find her. They're clearly looking for something. You see the surveillance. And she got shot and killed. And they still don't know who did it.
Wow.
That one pisses me off because it's just like, who the fuck did it?
Yeah. Or another crazy one is the Dahlia Dapolito.
Oh man. Oh man. That girl pisses me off too. And then the interrogation room, she was like, "Come here, come
Yeah.
here," and
Yeah,
she's
that was
still like, "I didn't do it. I didn't do it." And she was like, "No, that wasn't me. What you heard, I heard what you heard. I saw what you saw. It wasn't me." Oh,
yeah.
and
She's just
then
fucking nuts.
yeah, and then the lawyers, which is a good argument. You have to think of these things. Imagine Miss Mensah believes Jose Paez's, you know, pool drowning scenario. And with Dahlia, they said she was just trying to, her and the husband were trying to become famous. It was all
Yeah,
fake, and he was in on it.
yeah. Yeah. Was it reality TV they seem to like pretty good or not?
Like Jersey Shore, all of that. Cooter, I don't think your link is pressable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like try to space after the Q. Doesn't look like an announcement. It's just like a link that, I mean, I guess people can just highlight it or whatever. I don't think anybody
So
wants to get on.
press C after the Q.
C after the Q. No, don't mess up the link. I'm saying like put a space after the Q and maybe it'll become a,
Oh, okay.
yeah. That reminds me of the Family Guy scene that he's trying to tell Consuelo a phone number. She's like 1 1 2 2s. She was giving the quantities of the numbers. She's like, there's 1 4 3 3s. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Why I hate autocorrect now. When I try to press the space and wants to put a period there. Ah, yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
You think, Honey Badger, how do MLMs profit the government? I don't see that. I mean, they're not even registered. I mean, I guess. Tax deductible encourages excessive spending, which fuels the economy. They do have to, pay taxes and stuff. I don't know. It does encourage excessive spending, but like, I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Honey
Oh.
Badger, can you kick everybody out in your house? It's like, okay, get out. I got alive.
Yeah. Isn't it almost their bedtime?
Oh
Like
man.
what time zone she's in or not? Oh, this is random too. I don't know if you were following the impeachment trial.
No, what's going on? Is he
Uh,
impeached?
no, he got acquitted.
All right.
Yeah, go
All
figure,
right. Yeah.
huh? Yeah, they just voted today on it. So
Okay. Good to know.
yeah, yeah. I mean, tried to get the same guy, and both times got acquitted.
He probably
Uh,
feels like a winner. I
I
know I would.
yeah, I don't know it.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
politics.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I think the reason why they wanted him to be impeached is because you could still run for president again. So they were trying to impeach him so he could prevent running for president again, or was it
yeah,
because of the?
and I believe like the pension that he gets and this
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
security.
Can they pardon people after become president? No, right? After they've, you
I
know,
don't know. That's a good question. I'm not
I
sure.
I think that was another thing too. I don't think they could pardon people after they get out of office, but
Oh yeah, no, I don't think so. I think Jay for Justice had a thing up uh between the power transitions. I guess there was like a limo parked at one of the prisons, and Joe Exotic was hoping to get pardoned.
oh yeah, Cardi B was helping that. She was, yeah, she wanted, dude, 2020 was a weird year.
Yeah, stupid pandemic.
Yeah. And stupid
Yeah,
Carol Baskins. No, I never watched it. I just follow the memes.
yeah, those two didn't like each other. That's for sure.
Fucking Carol Baskins.
Carol Baskins.
That bitch Carol Baskins.
You do a pretty good Southern accent there.
Well, my dad's Southern, so you know, well, my stepdad, but my parents remarried, and I got two step parents. I got them when I was young, so it's pretty cool to have a. That's what makes me sad about Belle and CC. Like, my parents divorced when I was young, and I thrived off of it. No pun intended. I thought it was awesome. I had like two sets of families. My stepdad and I get along great. My stepmom's a saint. It did me good.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, NK was a bitch. Don't get me
Do you
wrong.
think that? Yeah. Don't. Do you think they would have married
No,
Chris and NK? No.
maybe. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I wasn't there, but like, she was really. I I resonated with her because like, she talked about the bunk beds, and like I had bunk beds at my dad's house, and when she talked about it, it was very. I felt her emotion. Like, it's gonna be cool. Like, it's gonna be exciting. And she thought about them. Like, she wanted to plant plants with them, and I thought, I don't know, maybe she's a really good liar, but I felt it. She she saw herself in the kids, and she was very egotistical. She
Yeah.
liked them.
Yeah. She did a pretty good job of convincing the investigator. Can't think of his name.
That bitch Beryl Caskins.
That
Sorry.
goddamn bitch.
I sound drunk. Beryl Caskins. That bitch Carol Baskins.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to interrupt.
No, you're good.
The crowd wanted. I live for the applause. Oh yeah. No, give me the slow clap. Like the yeah.
Drum roll.
That was fun. Yes. Yes. You know what I want to do? Like, get like 7 or 8 people on. All right, hear me out. Hear me out, Cooter. We're gonna
Okay.
get 7 or 8 people on, okay? And then I'm gonna count to 3, and we all crack our knuckles at the same time. It's gonna sound terrible.
Yeah, it sounds like fingers on a chalkboard.
And all of us and everybody listening will all squeal at the same time, like, oh, gross.
Well, if the link isn't working, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I know. It's
Maybe
just
it's
you
just
and me.
something I'm doing. Yeah.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
You might have to do it on a laptop.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe next time. I have a roommate, and
Is that what you
it's
call your
hard.
mom? A roommate?
How'd you know? Yeah, good
Remember
one.
Grandma's boy? He would call his
Yeah.
grandma his roommate. Yeah, my roommate. Sorry, your roommate. What about him? He's
Oh,
using the
I just
laptop.
yeah. Well, he's just Snoopy, so I don't like using my computer around him and all. Just a busybody.
Well,
So
if he's being Snoopy, you should be Woodstock.
good point.
You get it?
I do.
Peanuts.
Yeah. Um.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I used
I'm
to
sorry.
have a like a snow cone shaver with the peanuts,
No,
like with Snoopy's house, and then where you put the
dude,
eyes.
that's so cool. I've noticed. Do you still have it?
No, no.
Oh, I got a shit that was built back then. Like it's not built like how it is today. Like those, like the Disney cups from McDonald's that you would collect.
Hmm.
That shit would stay solid for years. Like they wouldn't break. Like yeah, they would fade a little, but man, things are built different.
Yeah, made in China.
Hey, it's not China, it's China.
China,
China.
China.
So you're
You
in
know, for
school getting what? Sorry, go ahead.
associates, aviation science.
No, no, no. What were you about to say? You said,
The fortune cookie was made in America.
yes.
I did not know that for the longest time.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Cooter.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked after that.
My brother, my half brother, I have a stepmom and then my dad. He found
Uh
out
huh.
recently, he's 18 years old now. He found out recently that I'm half Peruvian.
Bum, bum, bum.
We were eating Peruvian food and he was like, "How do you know all of this?" I'm like, "Because my mom's Peruvian." So the moment that you realize that fortune cookies were in America from America, you like don't feel too bad.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's
But
just a Nell thing then.
yeah, I think it is.
So, La Grana, do you like that place?
La Granja.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like good fast food Peruvian. You
Yeah,
get
I
yourself
like in
a
ceviche.
yeah. You know what you
Yeah.
should do? Order yourself a ceviche. Get a jalea, and you pour the ceviche on top of the jalea. So the leche de tigre, like the lime milk, the lime
Uh huh.
juice. Ooh, it's so good. It's
Hmm.
so good, Poppy.
Yeah, I'll have to try that.
Y si no te gusta, te voy a dar un puñal en la cara, ¿me vistes?
Calm down now. I behave. You don't need you yelling at me in Spanish.
I'm good with accents.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, you are, Bonita.
Oh, that's what my
You're,
friends call me, because my dog's name, her full name is Sol,
uh-huh.
Bonita, Juanita,
Oh,
Chalupa.
chalupa.
Yeah, Chalupa.
Wow.
You gotta change your name to Papi Chulo Cooter. That's
All
from Alma
right.
Clover. That's a good suggestion, Cloves.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll do that. Well, this has been pretty fun, actually, better than I thought it would be. I was pretty nervous at first.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. It's scary, and it's just like you have so many people watching, and you're like, you don't know what to talk about. You're just like, have you noticed gum's gotten mintier? You know, like you just talk about stupid shit.
Yeah, I didn't really plan or have like any context or anything like that. I just, people like talking about the Watts case. Just pick a topic in there and just run with it and see where it goes.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
but
glad I got to help, and we kind of know each other.
yeah, small world.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. You own the shipwreckers there and all.
Yeah, shit could have gone different. You guys probably would have been talking about me. I would have snapped and killed somebody, but instead,
Well,
here we are talking about some other poor soul who snapped. That's a scary thing. Like I remember talking to my friends, or one lady, an older lady. I'm friends with a lot of older ladies, and we were
okay.
watching okay, and we were watching some murder case, and she's like, I don't understand how somebody could kill someone. I was like, really? You don't? Like you've never
What?
thought about, like, I'm not a specific person, but just like I could see myself killing somebody. I think that's what's cool about the true crime community. Just like we really could put ourselves in the shoes of monsters, psychopaths, or, poor lost souls.
Yeah,
And I,
it's a series on Netflix, like Mind Hunters or Profile Hunters or something. I
mhm.
don't know. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
You, you probably like it. Yeah, it's a series on Netflix. I think it's called Mind Hunters. It's where they first start out, like talking to Ted Bundy's and other serial cases, trying to build a profile for the murder they're trying to apprehend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like based in the 60s and 70s. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. You might like it or not.
I'll look into it. What is it called? I
Uh,
forgot already.
like Mind Hunters or Profile Hunters or something. I'll see if I can look it up.
How to Catch a Killer. Mine Hunters.
Yeah,
Okay, thanks, Tipsy Toes.
yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Mine
Well,
Hunters.
but yeah, it's based on like true stories and serial killers and how the psychology part of how to hunt down a killer.
How to Catch a Killer.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, get your heart broken a couple of times. Stay up late, with a big resentment. Bada bing, bada boom.
bada bing, bada boom.
That's it's pretty simple. I would be a terrible mine hunter. Like Ted Bundy. It's just like he got rejected by this beautiful brunette, and he just kept on killing people that reminded him of her. What about Jeffrey Dahmer?
Nah, he was
He,
gay.
yeah, okay. So while hitting puberty, started fucking around with his dad's taxidermy stuff, and that really messed up his, sexuality and, pleasure with, uh, you know, and he
Yeah,
was confused about it, and he was into black dudes. And I get it. He wanted to drill people's brains, pour acid in it, and have like somebody never leave him. It's kind of romantic.
Yeah, isn't that why he was eating them? So he always had like a part of them with him.
Oh, that is very
Uh,
romantic. Is that
uh,
weird that I think that's really romantic?
yeah, a little.
Oh,
Yeah,
who's
well, he
Adam
didn't.
Walsh? I gotta look that up.
Adam Walsh.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh God,
did he?
no, that one. Yeah, that one was fucked up. He was,
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
is that
yeah.
with his boy that got murdered?
Yeah, he got kidnapped from a store, and they saw he, he got like decapitated in the car, and they see the blood print of his poor little wailing face on the carpet. Oh God, yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was.
would be pretty bad.
And then his dad, he ended up doing something good. He started. He was hosting America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
that poor little kid.
yeah, no, that's horrible. This is one thing that was kind of weird to me. When I was incarcerated fighting my DUI,
Uh
like
huh.
cops would come in, all the inmates would be watching it and all into it. I'm like, why are we watching this? We're in jail right now. But
Watching
the
what?
cops,
No way. That's funny.
yeah. So I'm locked up, and all these guys want to watch cops. I'm like, what do you think we're doing here? This is kind of weird, but yeah,
Yeah.
they love that show.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, there
Dude, there's
was.
some funny cops episodes
Oh yeah. Do you think they'll ever come back?
with the pandemic. I mean, everybody has body cams on their chests now. I don't know, dude. That's a good question.
Yeah, because what I thought it was canceled earlier this year, just with the whole racial tension going on and
Hmm.
police brutality. They canceled the TV show.
Yeah, there was some pretty bad racial stereotypes in that one, unfortunately. Do you
Yeah,
ever watch Rito 911?
yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh my god, I loved that show. I could quote that entire show.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man.
definitely a funny one. I think shortly, Derek Chauvin, I think he's gonna start his trial pretty soon.
Who?
The George Floyd cop, the person that
Oh
killed George
yes.
Floyd.
Yeah, I saw in the news that all four of them they're gonna make it a public trial. Good for them.
Yeah,
And they asked for it, the cops. They wanted to make it public. The jury wanted,
yeah.
I mean, everybody wanted to make it public except the government itself, which is shady.
Oh, definitely. And also, I thought recently too was due to the pandemic. To meet the guidelines, one of them has to have a separate child or something along those lines. I'm not sure, but
Hmm.
yeah, Derek Chauvin's gonna have it. He's not gonna be with the group. He's gonna have his own trial due to the pandemic and safety concerns. Imagine that.
Huh. I guess it's a voice of dice type of trial, based
Yeah,
on the circumstances.
yeah, that's
On this
crazy. And
occasion only, kind of thing. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Kyle Rittenhouse, they just had a hearing on him if they need to revoke his bond or not. I don't know if you heard of that or
No,
not.
no, I think
Yeah,
he's going to get off, dude, to
yeah, no,
remain
I
out of
agree with
bail.
you.
Yeah, I mean, this just came out yesterday. Kyle Rittenhouse to remain out on bail. A judge
Yeah,
no denies motions for new arrest warrant, and they're increasing his bond.
yeah,
Prosecutors
yep.
had asked for an arrest warrant and a bond to increase of 200,000 after allegedly Rittenhouse has violated the conditions of his bail by failing to update the court of his current address. They're just finding any excuse.
Yeah, they really want to make an example of him.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It's not like United States. It was built on racism. I mean, let's not pretend that it's sad. If Kyle was a little black kid, I hate that. I hate doing that, but it's just like they are treated differently,
Yeah.
and this is just an example of it.
I think the Ahmaud Arbery case. I think that the son and the father will get convicted.
Which case?
Ahmaud Arbery,
Ahmaud Arbery.
in Georgia. The
It's the
father and
shooting.
son. Yeah,
Oh, I
father and
haven't heard
son,
about
and the
this. Was chased by
yeah,
an armed white residents of a South Georgia neighborhood. They were arrested months later. For months
yep,
after the shooting, a 25-year-old black man who was pursued by armed white residents of the coastal South Georgia. No arrests were made. Oh my God. That's terrible. Never heard of this. You see? Another
yeah,
example. You've never even heard of it.
yeah.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, I think they'll get convicted though.
I really hope so. That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, also the George Floyd, that'll be pretty intense and interesting.
Uh, okay, it was George Floyd. If you look at his rap sheet, he did a lot of messed up stuff.
Yeah, it really bothered me with the gun pointed at a pregnant lady's belly.
Thank you. That's why I'm like, ooh. He was high on fentanyl. He was going in trying to use fake money. That's why the cops were called.
Yeah,
And you could see it in the video. Like, the whole time I'm like, get in the car, George. Get in the car, George. And he kept on like resisting, kept on resisting. So of course they're gonna use extra force on him. It didn't help that the bystanders were there. All they see is this poor black man like being pinned down by a knee. And it looks bad. It's just
yeah,
like, dude, why are you so aggressive with him? Let him go. But it's just like, did you see what happened 20 minutes ago? It's like, no, obviously. He was high off of
uh,
fentanyl. His heart was beating really slow as it is. Any constricted air pressure on him is gonna kill him, and that's what happened. A big dude like that, it seems like he was just getting choked to death. But
yeah,
in reality, it was just like a little bit of extra pressure on him. The fentanyl had him already fucked up as it is. He died.
yeah. There's it happened down in Texas. I can't remember the guy's name, but same thing happened to a white guy like down in Dallas or Houston or something. Like the cops put their knee on, he ended up dying too. And the cops were real assholes too. They were, making fun of the kid and calling him names and stuff.
That's awful.
Yeah,
It's awful. Dude, Three of a Kind. I haven't heard of it. That's scary. And I'm from like a huge metropolis. I'm not living in like Yeehaw Junction.
that's
Okay,
my
like
area.
no, Broward is pretty hip. Broward is pretty hip. I actually, you know, after I left that business, I worked on at Chick-fil-A for a while. I decided to humble myself a little bit and get a nice good job like that, and I think that's something that everybody should do is work in a fast food place for a little bit. It really opens your eyes on how to treat people.
Yeah.
Can I go pee? I'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah. No. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Now I understand. So, how are you guys thinking tonight? Is there any cases you want to talk about, current or past, or any comments on the Watts case? again, thank you all for coming here tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope it's been enjoyable for you. I didn't expect that many people will be in here that's been here today.
You guys talking shit about me?
Of course.
How many people are here? I can't see.
15?
Oh, look at your little baby channel growing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was crazy, like, how many people subscribed in one day. Yeah, it was mind-boggling to me. But yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, I'm
So,
back,
hey,
everybody. What do you guys want to talk about? Audience, give me something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. Sing it, Cooter.
no.
Okay. Come on, guys. Give me something. Anything. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Hey, Honey
Come on.
Badger, when are you coming on?
Oh, she can't because your link is weird.
I can't help it, my phone's retarded.
Well,
Well, well, how did it work for you then?
it might be the man behind the phone.
Yeah, the
I,
myth,
I
the legend.
it was a clickable link earlier.
Hmm.
Oh, all right. Here's the mystery. Um, when is COVID gonna be over? I'm thinking 2023. I said
Yeah,
it from the
sounds about
beginning.
right.
2 years.
Yeah, because with the mutations and everything, yeah, no, that sounds pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Hey,
This is the longest thing that China's ever made that's lasted this long. You see, Cooter again. It's not clickable.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe next time. Maybe it's because I'm on my phone.
Can you imagine if? Oh, you try to highlight it.
Oh, I just learned something new at the moment.
Yeah. Highlight Honey Badgers. She's famous.
That one?
Yeah. Honey Badge. She's famous. All right, now highlight Three of a Kinds. Yeah, she's famous. Oh man. It works for me to click the link. Okay. Maybe it's not clickable for me because I'm already on it. Honey Badger, you have no excuse. You have to get on now.
She won't.
I know she won't because she chicken.
Thanks, Lainey. Love you too. Again, appreciate everyone coming on. I hope it's been enjoyable. Having Brenda here helping me out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm starting to get sleepy. I don't know about you guys or not, but I don't know how some people do like those 6 hour marathons.
Yeah, Honey Badger and I did a 6.5, 7 hour one once.
Oh, Miss Mensa's or a different one?
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, like KK, that just seems normal or whatever, length of time, how much she talks and everything.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. So do you think she still talks to Chris or out of the loop with the Watts?
I mean, the bots aren't saying anything. Their silence is deafening.
Yeah. I wish the Ruzites would do that. I think that would be beneficial for them.
I really don't know what's gonna happen. I really hope something comes out, but it just might be, something we'll never get closure on.
Yeah. And Honey Badger, I agree with that. I don't think there'll ever be closure with this case unless he gets a trial.
He doesn't even have an appellate lawyer. Like,
No. Well, I mean how high profile the case is, and you think he should have been able to find one by now.
he's just a dumbass that's like, no, it's okay. He seems like the type that like would love being institutionalized. You know, just
Well,
knock on the door. Get up. Okay. Eat. Okay.
yeah,
Now.
I think he likes it.
Oh, for sure. A guy like that.
Yeah, he definitely thrives on it, having structure like that.
I kind of want myself a Chris Watts. You know, just go to work, get your shit done. All right, now come back home, do this for me, do that. It's messed up. So he's just like, okay, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think he actually loved Shannon at one point, or just infatuated and thinking that's the best he could do as far as attracting a woman?
He had to Google what love was. Like, how does someone feel when you tell them you love them?
Yeah, he's disconnected that way. I mean, if you gotta Google it, that's pretty pathetic.
How do you not know what love is? You know,
Yeah, and like,
I,
what you been doing married for 8 years?
I think he just thought that's what people did. You know, he's like, well, like, I guess I gotta get a girlfriend.
Yeah,
Well,
do you think he was a covert narcissism or narcissist or whatever they call it?
a covert narcissist is somebody that pretends they have good intentions, when in reality it's just to benefit their own.
Yeah,
And I'm trying to find research. No, I don't think he is. But I'm wondering, okay, the way that Shanann treated the kids, I want to see not here, but I want to see the way that she treated her friends. Was she a narcissist like that? Like the way that she treated her kids?
ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess the whole Nicole Atkins theory. Do you think that's possible with her like 360 app and spending the night?
She got really mad. I saw this in Revelation of the Reckoning recently. It's like, where's the love shirt? I didn't know that she got called in to the police station and she was pissed off. She was like, if I get in there, am I going to be arrested?
Yeah,
Why the hell would you even think that if you had nothing to do with that?
yeah, no, that was. I tried to find that interview to listen to earlier today, and I kept falling asleep every time
Oh,
listening.
I'll send it to you.
All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know.
A good
Just
conspiracy is Princess Diana. Randolin, just listen to anything Princess Diana. That's a good mystery.
yeah. So you think the family took her out?
Oh man.
Well, Prince Charles hired a hitman.
Oh man. So many different theories. I don't think Prince Charles did it. If anything, the Queen did it because Diana was pregnant
Yeah,
with a
eh,
Muslim baby. What a shame. What a slut. You know, and they
yeah.
just were so against that, and they decided to offer. There's another theory that oh God, what's his? Oh, I'm tired. What's his name?
Hussein?
Hussein. It's not
I don't
Hussein, you racist motherfucker. Something like that. I forgot his name. Oh my god, and I knew Dodi Al Fayed. There you go. that they had a hit for him, and she just ended up getting in the way.
Mm.
And then get into, oh man, the lizard theory. Oh shoot, she hit the 13th pillar, and the number 13 is huge in the Freemason community, and she was a sacrifice.
Oh, jeez.
She died under the monument. And I was there. Holy shit! I went to Paris and I was on that bridge. Um, there was a sculpture that was worshiping Diana. It was like the moon goddess, the goddess of war. Oh man, I'm tired. I know this like the back of my hand, and I can't strum it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wanda Rose, the Gray Men, and they talked about her pregnant, her the ritual that they did, like to get her pregnant. She told her, oh my god, why can't I think of this? Her horoscope lady. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I can't say it. But yes, that she went under a ritual, and the royal family showed their true form, and they were lizards, and they stuck something with a bunch of like daggers in her to get her pregnant. And what was weird, getting off of that, but the interview, not the interview, but it was like a, a test run, having her talk in front of a camera with the the speech professional. She
Uh-huh.
said Prince Charles was into really weird stuff. He was very odd. Mind
He
you,
looks like an odd guy.
like he was into weird sex stuff. Yes, it was Miss Cleo on Clover. Remember Miss Cleo? Oh, Jimmy Savile was Charles and Diana's marriage counselor. That's fucked up. Yup. And that was another theory, that she was killed because she was about to release their whole child trafficking thing. If you look up, oh man, this kid butt naked trying to get out of the Buckingham Palace, and he was like trying to hang off the one of the curtains or whatever that's like out of the hanging off the palace, and
Uh-huh.
he fell really high off. But yeah, you see this kid like naked, just wearing shoes. Look it up. Oh, it's really sad. And he fell like a really, really, really high off. Nobody ever spoke of it.
That's horrible. Kind of reminds me of the Tower of London and all the crazy
Hmm.
stuff went there.
Yeah.
That, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Well, I think I'm getting tired too. If you
I am.
are,
I am. I'm sorry,
maybe,
guys.
no, you're fine. Maybe we should call it a night so people can check out other things, I guess. Again, I appreciate y'all coming here and supporting me like this. I'm not sure when I'll do another one or not, but I'll try to come up with some better contents and things. So
This is great
again,
content. I loved it.
thank you. Appreciate it. So, but yeah, again, thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it, especially you, Brenda. Thanks for helping me out here.
Wouldn't be the same without the peanut gallery.
Amen.
It was a great live. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night, okay?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Again, good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.